Welcome in, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Good there. We're good there. We're up on the tube. We're up on the tube. W is Paul Simon, absolutely, all the time. Always and forever. If you guys voted for Donald Trump, I'd like you to hop on in the box and have a conversation with us. That'd be cool. If you're in the box, give me 1 second. We're going to start bringing up Trump supporters momentarily. The original version, Mikey. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, I'd like you to hop in the box. I'd like to have a conversation with you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a chat. That'd be great. Let's see what we got here. Glad you guys are here on this lovely Monday evening. We're back on our regular schedule. Let's see what we've got. Well, that's not a Trump supporter. That's our friend Nemo.
Hello.
By the way, guys, I think I've got it all worked out so that we can do the call-in number and have our guests do it. The only reason that we're not going to do it tonight is I needed to update one thing, and I didn't want to do it right before we went live. I did not want to do it right before we went live, just in case everything blew up in my face. So, but I think we've got it. I've got the number set up. I've got the thing, so I think we might be able to start taking guests from off app now. So if you're over on the tube side and you've been dying to come on over, but you didn't want to make a TikTok account, well, I think we're ready for you. So that's going to be fun. But in the meantime, at least for the rest of tonight, here on the tube, here on the Tiki Talks, is still where we're going to need to be. So, but good times, guys, good times. So, we're glad you all are here. Keep popping at that screen. You guys are doing a great job. Help out with the live goal. Make sure that you're gifting, not just helping out with the gift goal. Gift Nemo as well. All of those things help out, push us out to the FYP. So appreciate that, guys. Good. But yeah. No, we need some Trump supporters to come on up and have a chat. If today is any indication, I feel like it's going to be slow. So I don't know. Can you still see my karate chop from the new angle? Did I do karate chops before? I'm confused. But okay. If you say so. It looks weird? I thought it looked good. CT, I've always had this mood lighting. It just didn't look as moody because the bokeh in the background didn't look as good because I'm using a better camera and a better lens. That's why. Tell you're all very impressed with it. Very impressed. Thank you. Let's see here. That's fun. That's fun, Crystal. Donald Trump retweeting somebody who said that we need to call for a 100% stop to immigration. That's fun. Cool. Awesome. You don't like this look either? This is 40. Well, you know what? Fine. It's because it's new. You've got to deal with something new. I'm sorry. Things. Dragon Lady says, thank God for Donald Trump. Well, come tell us why you thank God for Donald Trump. Please. We'd love to know. In fact, if you can explain to us why you're thanking God for Donald Trump, that would be awesome. Here, I'll invite you on up. There you go, Dragon Lady. Come say hello to Nemo and I. Just talk to us about it. Let's see here.
So it sounds like Donald Trump is kind of giving the game away on that whole motivation for going into Venezuela. The official excuse was something related to substances, but whenever he was talking to the press on Air Force One, he said oil a lot, like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And Lindsey Graham, I feel like Lindsey Graham was about 30 seconds away from having a religious experience.
MAGA guy, do you want to have a conversation or do you just... okay, that's fine. You can... It's fine if you want to play your music, but just go do it somewhere else. Just not here. Robbie, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did, yes, sir.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 36. I voted in Georgia.
Georgia. Oh, well, Nemo, you got a fellow Georgian there. Robbie, do you want to discuss one of the subjects that I've got listed above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Well, I kind of feel like, nobody could argue the fact, even on my side of the fence, that Venezuela is American first. There's, going and getting him didn't do anything for us, essentially, I don't think. I think it was more of a play to his ego, to Trump's ego. And that's from a Trump supporter. The dude was on national television, essentially, come get me, here I am. And then he's like, okay, well, I'm coming to get you. We don't stand nothing to gain from it. It costs taxpayers money. It had to be, Donald Trump just, okay, I can do it, so I'm going to do it.
Okay. Well, at least you recognize the fact that it was a bad idea. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it was a great idea.
What's that?
He is, he's a wonder man in the United States, officially, I guess. He had a bounty on his head. You can, whatever kind of arguments, that's fine. But we don't stand anything to gain from it, really.
But see, that argument doesn't hold up because he's a head of state. You can't do that with a head of state.
Well, I mean, kind of not officially, I guess. Didn't he lose an election last year?
Oh, so now we're the people that go in and take people out when they lose elections and
No,
then stay in
that's not what
power?
I'm saying. No,
Oh,
that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying technically, he's not a head of state.
no,
He
he
lost an
is.
election
He
and
is.
He
refused to
is,
leave.
but he is.
No, he lost an election and refused to leave.
Then
but
who's
yeah.
the head of state in
Okay,
Venezuela?
so
if
then
it's
that
not-
makes him the head of state.
yeah, I mean, if it's
Well,
not
the person that
Robbie,
the election should have been.
hold on, Robbie, I have a question for you. If it's not Maduro, who is the head of state in Venezuela?
Well, the person that won the elections is who it should have been.
Sure.
But I mean, yeah, I
shoulda,
guess, yeah,
woulda,
he was,
shoulda, woulda,
yeah.
coulda. But if it's not Maduro, then who is it? There,
Well, I mean, I'm
because-
not. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm saying Maduro is,
yeah, exactly. Maduro is. So that
Yeah.
argument is it's kind of moot.
but like not officially. But yeah, sure.
Officially, yes. Like, I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
But-
I'm still not trying to use that as a premise as to like it's acceptable for what happened. But
Yeah, I mean, Maduro is far from the first or only person to maintain power by military force.
or the worst, if we're being honest.
What do you mean?
Or the worst. I mean, there's been far worse people that did the same thing he did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, to say, is he the head of state? Yes, because he controls the military.
Right.
Like, ultimately, that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
um,
yeah.
And, was that done through duplicitous means? Absolutely. But he is still, for all intents and purposes, the head of state. Same thing as like Putin or Kim Jong-un or Orban or Erdogan or,
Yeah, just a smattering of others.
yeah, like there's all sorts. And so it's just, it's the reality, right?
Right. So yeah, which also begs the question, which a lot of people on my side of the fence aren't asking, is why?
Why what?
Like, what was the reason for going into Venezuela and snatching him up?
Oh, well, there's a lot of different potential reasons.
Well, the
It's
biggest
definitely one of the reasons. But there are a few different ones being batted around. It should be noted, Project 2025 explicitly lists Venezuela as one of the 5 countries that should be, I don't know, focused on, and I can't remember, combated or whatever. I don't know the phrasing that they use in Project 2025, but it is explicitly named. It's Venezuela, China, Iran, North Korea, and I think Russia. So it was one of them.
right.
So
And I do hold the opinion that I don't think Donald Trump had anything to do with the forming of Project 2025. But the longer he's going, we're a year into his presidency now, almost to the day, not quite. But it's hard to argue against that. He's pretty much going along with the guise of what was laid out in Project 2025. But another thing, like the biggest argument I hear now is like, oh, Trump wants their oil. Trump wants their oil. But like we already produce almost 14 times per day in crude oil what Venezuela produced. So like for me, I just don't feel like, I'm not saying it's not the reason, but I don't feel like it would be the biggest precursor of, what happened.
I mean, so as far as the oil side of things, I mean, honestly, I think that in Trump's mind, it literally is that. Because, I mean, you're correct that as far as output from us, we have infrastructure elsewhere. And American oil companies have infrastructure in other countries, right? So when Venezuela fell through, they went to Canada. And even though Donald Trump said multiple times on Air Force One, which I don't know if you've seen that.
I've seen snippets. Yeah, I haven't watched the whole thing. I've just only seen snippets of it.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So it's about 30 minutes. And he's talking on Air Force One. Lindsey Graham is humping his leg the whole time. And uh, good God, man! I mean, it's like the Bush administration without the plausible deniability, without the lying, without the bullshit. Right? It's literally the same thing. It's like, yeah, no, we're doing it to take the oil. Oh, did you? But I mean, do you expect that American oil companies are going to go down there once this is secured?
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
100%.
No, I talked to them.
Yeah, they're
Like,
definitely. I mean, that's going to happen. It's just like it's wild to me to think that that's the reason why. Whenever we already have the means to, I mean, like I said, like almost 14 times. I mean, we're doing what roughly 13 million barrels a day versus their 1 to 3 million barrels a day. Like that's a huge difference. So like, I just don't understand what he would stand to gain.
well, I mean, so you can look at it from a bunch of different angles, right? So if you look at it, yeah, you can look at it from Trump is dumb angle, and which is okay. We control Venezuela now. We control their oil. Now we have more oil. So yay, like that angle, right? Which that is very much Trump's speed. You can look at it from the more complex statecraft angle, which I expect this would be more like Marco Rubio's speed, which is it's not so much about us controlling that oil. It's about denying China access to that oil.
Yeah, of course, China, Russia, and Iran.
Well, I mean, Russia, it doesn't really matter because Russia has more oil than they know what to do with.
For sure.
And Iran is same deal.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's funded the Russia-Ukraine war, and I think is
yeah. Well, no, yeah. Russian oil has absolutely funded their war efforts. Like that's how they do it. Russian oil and gas, like 100%. Yeah, but like their stuff is nationalized. It because like Russia is part of I can't remember if they're part of OPEC or if it's OPEC plus, but they're part of one of them. And I mean that alone is enough that like it doesn't matter what Venezuela does as far as Russia is concerned.
Right.
Russia's not. Russia would like Venezuela to remain under control of Maduro, but it's not the end of the world if that stops. But the more complex clever statecraft angle that Rubio would argue is that it's denying China that oil because Venezuela does do business with China.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's entirely possible.
Yeah, I can see under that how, obviously Maduro had been labeled a threat to security interests, years ago. And that's just where I draw the, that's where I kind of draw the line, even as a Trump supporter, is like, so, even if you, so obviously he thinks he did the right thing. A bunch of his supporters think he did the right thing. But like, I think we stand more to lose on like a global perspective and what happened versus like what we could benefit from it, because there's no way we're going to get any extreme short-term benefits from it. And honestly, what are we looking like in the long term? Like, what are we, is it going to be another Iraq where, or Afghanistan where we essentially just pump billions and trillions of dollars into rebuilding, something that we are eventually, inevitably will not be able to control?
Probably.
Well,
I don't know if it'll be on the same level as Iraq. It could. I expect it'll be similar to Chile. So back in the 70s, we removed the person who won the election. I can't remember his name. Person who won the election.
Pinochet.
Pinochet. No, Pinochet.
No. Oh my God, that's right. That was the one we installed. That's what I'm saying. That's my bad. Yeah, sorry.
It's Allende, I think is his name.
Yeah, that's
something like that.
Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Boom. Hell yeah, nailed it. Allende. Boom. Okay, so Allende, he won the election in Chile, and he was like a left-wing candidate. We, America, did not like that, so we called up a guy named Pinochet, who was a far right wing guy who was also a general for the Chilean army, and basically said, "We'll back you," and then installed him as dictator of Chile. So a lot of bad things happened after that. I expect it to be something kind of like that. MAGA, the steel man for MAGA on this is going to be, oh no, we've already done this before. We did this in Panama. We did this in Grenada back in the 80s and 90s. I mean, you better fucking hope it's Panama and Grenada. Like,
we've been involved in a coup in one way or another in Latin America, probably 14 times, if not more than that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
like you'd have an easier time naming countries in Latin America that we did not coup.
Yeah, really, and that's probably countries that most people have never heard of before.
Yeah, but like Lindsey Graham in that Air Force One thing, this goes to the reason why, like, I don't vote Republican, and it's not because I love Democrats. It's because they're the furthest left that I can get, which is not very far left at all. Lindsey Graham sitting here naming off countries like a hit list next to Donald Trump on Air Force One, and is just stroking his ego and buttering him up, and Trump is really easy to manipulate, so that's all it takes. He named Cuba. He named Mexico. He named what's the third?
I think was one of them.
Say again.
Colombia, I think.
Yes, Colombia. Yes,
yeah,
Colombia.
Because he actually, I think he actually directly mentioned the president of Colombia, saying that he likes to sell substances, but he might not be doing it for very long. So, like, what are we're just gonna do this all over the world?
Yeah, I mean, like, this is the problem, right? Is that
it's
when we did this during the Bush administration with Iraq, because that's ultimately what this was. Like, was Saddam a good guy? No, he was a monster. He was pure evil.
Well,
did he have WMDs? Was he responsible for 9/11? No, but we invaded anyway, and we got rid of him.
What killed me on that is, so like I said, I'm 36. I remember a lot of what was going on, but I wasn't very well versed on politics at all at that time. But, just looking back on it now, it's like, so 9/11 happened, right? And Bush was going after this group of people, which is, okay, that's fine. And then now all of a sudden, we're in a different total area of the region for, like, no reason at all, essentially.
Yeah. But like, the knock-on effects from Iraq are so bad, because Afghanistan, that made sense, because we were hunting 100%. Bin Laden, and there was absolutely he was 1,000% in Afghanistan for a period of time, not a long time, but a period of time. So us invading Afghanistan made perfect sense, understandable, fine. Does that mean that it was all hunky dory? No, but it made sense for us to go into Afghanistan.
Right.
It made 0 sense for us to go into Iraq. And what's worse is that when it started coming out that Bush literally just lied to America and the UN and God all at once. Then there was talk of, hey, we should put out an arrest warrant for this guy, because, like, he broke international law. Mm-hmm. You can't just take down a head of state like that. And then we passed a law here that it had some procedural name, but it was colloquially known as the Invade the Hague Act. So we literally passed a law that said, if you pick up any of our people and take them to the Hague, we will, through military force, invade the Hague and retrieve our people. That undermines the whole experiment that we put together post-World War II with the UN.
Yeah.
Because it's like, America's just saying, yeah, we put the UN together and we're supposed to follow international law, but we're America.
We're America.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing that I do hate too, is because whenever the United Nations was formed, the United Nations was supposed to be what? Like your local police for the worldwide stage, essentially. And now it just seems like it's just, America thinks that, we just got to do it by ourselves. We're just going to do it by ourselves.
Yeah. And that opens the door to very dangerous things. The reason that we didn't have World War III is because of the UN. It was because of the UN. It was because a lot of level-headed people were in power at the right times. Mm-hmm. And there were enough smart people who said no. Even if there were some hawks, because like you had Nixon was a total hawk, Eisenhower was a hawk, Truman was low-key also a hawk, but still, like, the point is that enough people were in power that said no to those to the hawks, and that kept us out of World War III.
Yep,
I
agree.
And the UN is responsible in no small part for that. The UN is also responsible for a whole lot of things that people just kind of don't think about, like all these big agencies worldwide, like World Health Organization. Oh Jesus Christ, there's like a ton. Was it World Trade Organization? Jesus, there's a lot. I can't think off the top of my head.
Real quick, just need to say thank you to Tammy on the Blue app with the 10. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy wanted me to say that it was a distraction for the E-Files, and that's why we invaded Venezuela. So she wanted to say that, guys. If you want to offer your support, both Nemo and I have links in our bios. If you'd like to send a message, if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat now, and we can read that out also on air. So if you guys have messages you'd like to convey to us, that's the way to do it. But Robbie, it sounds like you are mostly of the opinion that this was a boondoggle on the Trump administration's part, am I correct? And is that's where?
Yeah, mostly, yeah, that's pretty much where I stand. Do I agree that he was a terrible person? Of course. Do I agree that?
So do we.
Could we also not hold the consensus that most of the Venezuelan populace does not like the man? Sure.
Agreed.
But
too,
yeah. So, but why? Like, what do we stand to gain from it other than having another reason to expand our defense budget or something?
Yeah, and I think it's particularly. I'm gonna tell you, I think it's a particularly bad look for America as the freedom and democracy country to ignore Machado, who almost certainly won the election, like you mentioned. As of the most recent polling in Venezuela, has 75% support of the people, and just won the Nobel Peace Prize for her work with democracy. And the Trump administration is like, no, you're
and now it's
you're
like,
not gonna run.
Out.
I'm like, that's pretty transparently bad.
Yeah, like, come on, man. And so I do. I agree with the Reagan philosophy and peace through strength. I agree with that, but this is not the way you show it, right? You don't just go to random countries that actually, in a way, I guess you could say they're affecting us in certain ways. A lot of people like to use the narco-terrorism argument, but, not exactly from Venezuela, I wouldn't say. And then, then you have the Venezuela-China link, okay, cool. I can see how that would be an issue. But like where does that constitute what happened like directly? With at least even the next decade, I would say. There's no, even as a Trump supporter. So like I voted for Trump because of some of the things he had in mind for at home is what, but like, this is too much for me, honestly.
Okay.
If he could run for again, I wouldn't vote for him. And I know there's a lot of people, and because he's an idiot, honestly, and he keeps, touting a third term, which ain't possible because obviously under the Constitution, they're like, oh, well, he can be somebody's vice president and they can, just vacate office and then he'd be the next in row. No, because under the Constitution, if you're not eligible for the office of president, you're not eligible for office of vice president. But whatever.
That's correct. Yeah.
I wouldn't vote for him. I wouldn't vote for him if he could.
Okay. Well, that's fair. Okay, Robbie.
Do you like intend? I mean, as far as did you vote for Trump the first 2 times?
I did not vote at all the first time he ran. I did vote for Trump in this election.
What about 2020?
Yeah, I didn't vote at all in 2020.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
from 16 or 20, I didn't vote.
Right.
I did vote in this election.
Gotcha.
Yep. And honestly, I'll be completely transparent, just in the spirit of transparency. I'm a convicted felon, and for those 2 elections, I wasn't eligible to vote, and in this election, I was.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. So
That's
my
fine.
sentence was complete. I served a few years on probation. My sentence was finished before this election came about, so I did vote in this one.
Okay. That's cool.
What's your so as far as 2028, right? Because that's where a lot of Trump supporters they desperately want to point to that and start talking about that. I mean, obviously, Trump is not going to be on the ticket.
Yeah,
It's
no, he won't be on.
the 2 that are being batted around right now. One is obviously J.D. Vance. The other one is Marco Rubio.
I don't know. I hate to say so. Also, I would like to preface. I did vote for Trump in this election, but I also voted for both of my senators in the state of Georgia who are Democrats, just purely for there does need to be checks and balances. So, I don't know, man. I don't think I would vote for J.D. Vance. I just don't think I would. I probably would vote for Rubio. Just because most of my beliefs don't align with very much of who the Democratic Party would push. So, but I don't see myself voting for VP Vance.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like anybody that's in Trump's cabinet right now, you should immediately think of Venezuela when you think about anybody. That and I mean especially JD Vance, obviously, but also Marco Rubio. Like this is literally Marco Rubio's wheelhouse. He is the Secretary of State. This is his job. And he's cheering this shit on. So
yeah, which like that's where I'm in a gray area because like I said earlier, like yeah, I mean he's a shit dude and everything, but I don't see what we stand to gain from just going in and what my side of the fence is calling a apprehension and extradition. But I don't know. Hell, I'm not even sure I will vote in the next election because the Democratic Party is not really pushing very good candidates right now either. I mean, there's talks of AOC and Kamala Harris, and I don't think either one of them would be very great for us either.
Right now, the Democrats are like in the wilderness, so they're still trying to like suss out, I guess, directions, like who the voices will be. Newsom is well positioned for one of them, and people have opinions on Newsom. He has definitely carved out a solid spot, right? AOC, I don't think the AOC is going to run for president. I think that she'll probably do a Senate run. I would fully back her for a Senate run. I mean, honestly, like if I could make her president, I would. But yeah, like her unseating Chuck Schumer all day, every day. Hell yes.
Oh yeah, dude, I would vote for Honey Boo Boo to unseat Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
And that's not saying that a Republican member would be better. That's just Chuck Schumer is terrible.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as, who is going to be in the primary for 2028, it's going to be a big It's going to be a big primary with
Yeah,
Democrats.
it's going to be huge. I mean, it's probably going to be another 2016 all over again, especially on the Republican side. Remember, I think that was like 21 people or something that threw their hat in it. Yeah, it's going to be huge on both sides, and I don't think that very many people outside of maybe. So the far right guys love JD Vance, obviously, and Marco Rubio. The far left people love AOC. I'm not sure she'll throw her hat in for a presidential nomination, and I don't know if Kamala Harris will either. I do think Gavin Newsom. I think he's positioned himself very well to be a Democratic nominee and to even win the primary. And I think he's doing a good job on the national stage. Not being, I don't think he's too far left to where like a lot of the independents won't accept him. So I mean, I think he's got a good run for it.
Yeah, I mean, Newsom is in the unenviable position of being the governor of California. You would think that would be an asset, but that is simultaneously an asset and a liability.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, almost all the swing states even hate California.
Yeah. And I mean, there are plenty of names floating around. Right now, the logical ones are going to be Newsom, Josh Shapiro, J.B. Pritzker,
Maybe Bashir. Maybe that's
maybe
a
Bashir.
Long shot. I could see him as a VP.
Definitely, yeah. He is firmly in VP territory. And you know, people say AOC, and I love AOC. Like I love her, but I am. I say this as a straight white dude, kind of jaded with 2024. I feel like it's going to have to be a white dude. That's not fair. That's not right. That's not how it ought to be, but that is the reality. And I feel like we as people on the left need to embrace pragmatism and like realism on this, right? Doesn't mean that I don't agree with AOC. I absolutely do, but I also want to win.
Yeah, that's another thing that I hate too, even being somebody that's mostly on the right, is I don't think race nor gender should play a role in who you vote for.
I agree.
Ever. But that's the thing about another thing. That's the reason why I hate being, because, you know, I am right leaning. So obviously most of the time when I get on lives and I'm talking to people on the opposite side of the fence and the comments eat me up. MAGA, 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 MAGA. Like I am a Trump supporter, but I'm not just blindly supporting everything. And there's just no distinction.
I find that a lot of people that say that they are like right leaning or that they're an independent, they, you know, like, I don't know, a little bit of both or whatever. I find that a lot of the time it is purely down to how something is described to them, like how a policy set is described to them, how it's pitched to them. Like I could describe something to you in a way that sounds very Republican, and then come to find out it is very much a left-wing policy. I could do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's purely about the way that you explain something.
Like while you were just talking real quick, I got called MAGA by, I don't know, 6 or 7 people in the comments. And one person said, why would anybody hate California? You're being manipulated by your media, dude.
Well,
and I'm not saying that I don't directly hate California. I'm just saying it's just the general consensus that as a state, most people don't like California.
It's a political liability, is what I think. That's fine. It's okay to say that it's a political liability. That's fine. But I mean, I do think, Robbie, that there's a difficult delineation though, because it would be a lot easier, I think, to say, hey, I'm a Republican and I'm not MAGA. And I'm not. This isn't directly specifically you. I'm saying this in general. Okay, just so you know. I think it's a lot easier. It would be a lot easier for people like you to say that, or for that to be a thing, if there was a strong segment of the Republican Party that was acting in opposition in the way that you're talking about, or in voicing their strong opinions about the things that they think are wrong, or doing anything about it. Because realistically, we've only seen a couple of people do that, and those people have been just absolutely lambasted. I mean, there's been just a handful, because you've had Marjorie Taylor Greene, you've had Rand Paul, you've had Thomas Massey, and Lauren Boebert, and Nancy Mace, like, ish, and that's it. So I think it would be a lot easier for you to be like, hey, I associate with those Republicans, if there were a group of Republicans that were doing it. But the problem is, I think, for you, and I think for anyone else who wants to say that, is that the Republicans are just all in on the MAGA thing, and they're not holding
100%.
Trump accountable. I just think that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, that is a problem. I mean, I said that was most people on my side of the fence. I don't agree with my stance on the Venezuela thing. You know, that's most people on the right rally around Trump. Like, he has been like the pinnacle of the Republican Party for 12 years, roughly
10 years, yeah, but give or
yeah.
Anyway, I mean,
Well,
sure,
11 since he's been president of the year. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
So, yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's just
yeah,
I
no,
get it.
I definitely
I'm saying
understand
I wasn't saying it like pointedly. You know, I'm just saying I just think in general that I think it would be a lot easier if there was that segment of Republicans. Then you could point to it and be like, I'm with those guys. That's my
Yeah, but like I mean, yeah, you can only name a handful of people, 3 or 4, and then one maybe that will call Trump out. And most Republicans don't even know who them Republicans are, and that's a problem.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like most people, most Republicans, and I say this as a Republican, they only know your Lindsey Graham's, your Donald Trump's, and JD Vance's, and you know that's it. They don't pay attention to anything or anybody else.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sure. And that's a problem. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Robbie.
So,
oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just real quick. So, you mentioned earlier about something related to senators in Georgia. So, are you intending on voting for Ossoff? And
absolutely.
11 months.
I think in the midterms, yeah, I think Ossoff's done a great job as a Georgia senator. And the mainly also the reason, like I said, the reason why I voted for both my Democrat senators is because the checks and balances. I'm just not going to blindly vote Republican. I don't think, so if Republican holds the Oval Office, Republicans hold the House and the Senate, then where's the separation of powers?
Yeah.
I'm never going to vote Republican for every major office. I'll never do that.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my audio is being weird. I'm a big Ossoff fan. I call him Senator Dimples.
Senator Dimples, yeah.
he is a handsome little bastard. But yeah, I think he's doing a good job.
I love John Ossoff. I do.
I think that he is also in VP territory. I feel like if he wins this next Senate term, he'll probably throw his hat in the ring.
He's actually kind of well liked in Georgia, I think.
Yeah.
On both sides of the especially with independent voters, but on both sides of the fence, I think he's well enough liked to leave just being a state official.
Yeah.
Put Nemo back. He's also a handsome man.
I'll put him back up.
I agree. No, I mean, I agree. I was just trying to make it not awkward for him. That's all. I don't care. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, unexpected awkwardness.
Also,
Look at
Yeah,
that gorgeous man.
excellent choice of
I think-
eyewear as well. Like those are some like that excellent choice of
Oh
eyewear.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think John Ossoff is everything Ben Shapiro wish he could be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
I mean, I think you're right. Like,
I mean,
Ossoff
put a little
is-
bit of scruff on John Ossoff. They're the same person with different political takes
Yeah.
and religions, I think. But whatever.
Ossoff's tall, and Ben Shapiro's not.
And he's got the little Superman swoosh going for him. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah.
The Clark Kent glasses, like he's in there.
I'm saying, like, I don't know if you ever watched the To Kill a Mockingbird, like the old, the black and white one.
Oh yeah, I watched it in high school.
Dude, dude looks like Atticus Finch.
He
I'm
does.
saying
Yeah.
he looks like
Finch
Atticus.
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Now that you say that, yeah, 100%.
In
Facts.
the name of God.
The name of God.
Yeah, we read the book and had to watch the movie in high school. I live in Spalding County, Georgia, and we had to watch the movie and read the book.
It's a great one. It's a classic, absolute classic.
Yeah.
So
I will say this: I don't know if you remember me from any of the other lives, but this is probably the most cordial session we've ever had together.
maybe vaguely. We talked to a lot of people, Robbie. So, but that's fine.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's why. I'm not offended if you don't. So
It's fine. But I'm glad. Then I'm glad. That's okay. But I'm glad that we could. The one thing I did want to add was there anything else that you wanted to? Was there anything else you kind of want to touch on, or was there anything else that you wanted to talk about? Or I just did want to. I'm not saying we don't have anyone else in the box at the moment. I just wanted to remind everybody that if you voted for Donald Trump, you can hop in the box and we can have a conversation. But I was just curious if there were other topics you wanted to talk about, Robbie.
no, not really. But hey, I do appreciate you guys for having open, cordial discourse with people you disagree with. That's awesome.
No, I mean if we can keep it chill, then that's fine, man. We can do it. So, all right.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep doom scrolling and leave some room for some other opposition for you guys. And Nemo's gonna eat them up. I've seen it over and over again. He's gonna eat them up. That's gonna happen.
Yeah. They just have to volunteer to first.
We need some volunteers. But all right. Well, thank you, Robbie. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Okay.
Yeah, you too, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, that was Robbie. Guys over here on
Brian says left have no morals.
Oh, Brian, you should come on up and tell us all about how we have no morals. Come tell us. Also, guys, we've got about 700 people here on the TikTok side. Keep liking that screen. Thanks for getting us to over 100,000 likes. Let's push the 200. Keep helping out with that live goal, and then also with Nemo. Both of those things will help cycle us through the FYP so that we can keep talking to opposition for you. For our friends over on the Tube, you can offer support via things like super chats and different things like that. We can read those out on the air. Also, please subscribe if you're not already to me. Subscribe to our friend Nemo. Nemo's @ is right in the description. So if you click there, you'll see his. And I did mention that we should hopefully have a call-in number starting tomorrow. So those of you who have been asking to join the discussion but don't have a TikTok account, we will hopefully be accommodating to you. Okay? So that's exciting. If you're over here on the TikTok side, you know what to do. Hit that guest request box and come and talk to Nemo and I. We would like to chat with you about all of the things that Donald Trump is doing right now. Maybe even chat with you about the fact that Stephen Miller didn't rule out attacking Greenland and taking it by force today. That's good times. Jessica, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Jessica. Okay, cool. Ooh, Rod says that I'm a New World Order puppet, Nemo. Maybe we both are.
Sweet. Do we get like decoder rings and shit? Got like a little Mason symbol.
Drink
Eyeball.
more
Hello.
Ovaltine. What? Jessica, hi. Did you?
Yes,
mean to,
okay, I'm here.
Yes, hi. Did you mean to
can you
come
hear
up?
me?
Yes, hi.
Oh my goodness.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Well, I guess so. It's just by chance. Well, actually, I am, and I used to hate Trump in 2016.
All right, hold
I know
on.
it's weird,
All
but my
right,
friend
okay,
told me to
all
get
right.
on and request you
Okay, all right. So just one
for
sec.
different views.
Okay, all right. Just 1 sec, Jessica.
This
That's
is
fine.
random.
It's okay. We'll gladly have a conversation with you. Okay, so first thing is, can I get your age and what state you're in, please?
Okay, I'm 44 and I'm in California.
Awesome. That's cool. We're about a year apart, so that's great. We're close to the same age.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
in Massachusetts. My friend Nemo is in Georgia. Okay,
Hello.
now you didn't vote for Trump in 2016. What about in 2020 and this most recent election in 2024? Just say who you voted for, if you don't mind.
This election, I voted for Trump.
And okay, and what about 2020?
Well, 2020. Okay, so it was Biden. Well, we just voted. It was Biden. I voted for Biden
Okay.
when Trump ran, and then this term when it was Kamala,
Got
I
it.
voted for
Okay,
Trump.
got it.
But we only voted twice, right?
Well,
Okay, yeah.
Well, no, it was Hillary versus Trump. So in Hillary versus in
Yes,
Clinton,
I
did you vote-
voted-
You voted for Hillary?
I didn't vote that year because I was scared of Hillary and I hated Trump. That was the only one year I didn't
Got
vote.
it. Okay, so you didn't vote that year.
I just
You
didn't vote.
voted for Biden in 20, but then this time you voted
Yes.
for Donald Trump. Okay, got it. Understood. Thank you. That's all.
Yes.
All right, great. So your friend told you to request up. Why did your friend tell you to request up?
Well, because we always debate and I like to learn new things and we're from different places in a sense. But we agree on, we just communicate with each other. She's probably listening right now, but I've just recently changed my views and we just debate a lot. She's like, you have to listen to him. And, I don't know why, but I just kind of fell in love with Trump this term.
Okay.
And it's the opposite of everybody else, it seems like.
Can you tell us what he's actually doing right now? Like, don't say, "Oh, I voted for him because that." No, can you just say maybe a couple of things that he's currently doing right now that you like? Maybe can we start there?
Well, okay. I feel like it might be wrong for saying some of the things, but I feel like he's cleaning things up in the sense of, I believe him when he says, when we are taking care of people who are undocumented, who are criminals and whatnot criminals, I believe in that. And I believe and I hope that's the case. But then if you see families ripped apart and people who have really here just to make a living, then I feel like that's wrong. I don't believe that. I believe that no one's entitled to any land. No one owns land. But when you're in a certain demographic and you're living under the rules of the government, whatnot, you need to be fair.
Okay, all right, wait.
And
hang on.
you have to pay
Okay,
taxes. You have to be a part of it. So
Okay,
is that wrong
yeah,
to
no,
say?
No, hang on. Jessica, I'll tell you what. We'll get into the merits of different things. That's fine. So one thing you like is the fact that he's working on undocumented people. Okay. Is there anything else currently that he's done? So he's been in office for basically a year now. Is there anything else in the last year that he's done that you are a fan of, that you're like, yes, this is what I wanted?
Sure. Okay, so people are saying I'm all over the place. Absolutely,
Don't read the
I'm
comments,
sitting down at dinner,
Jessica.
so I just have to say,
Jessica, don't read the comments.
Yes,
just have a
gas
conversation.
has gone
on
down.
this. Okay, gas has gone down.
So
Okay.
I look at what is happening in my life and my own self. Okay, so I don't sit there and watch all the politics all the time. Things were really hard for me. Gas has gone down. Yes, I can tell that things are changing with him. Then it feels like inflation is going down a little bit, and yes, that's why.
Okay.
Yes, I do see him doing those things.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, great. So top three things. Great. So let's start there.
Yes, all about me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. These are all about me. What else is it about?
Jessica, I promise you.
Yes.
This is not going to really work well if you're reading the comments and responding to them out loud while you're trying to have a conversation here with Nemo.
Okay, cool.
Do this. Just focus on us. And if you need to not look at your phone, just talk to us, okay?
Okay, sure. I'll put my phone down.
If you don't mind, just talk to us that way, okay? I appreciate it. I get it. It's disconcerting if it's your first time. I understand. Okay, so your top 3 items are Donald Trump, you feel, is taking care of undocumented people. You feel like gas is down, and you feel like inflation is down. Am I correct? Those are the 3 things that you've just gotten to us, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, well, let's start with the 2 most recent ones that you mentioned because they're the easiest to address. Inflation has gone up since Donald Trump has been in office, and gas has gone down. Overall national average, I think 2 cents. Nemo, that was the last I saw. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like that was the last total that I saw. And also,
I think you're right.
It's something like that. It's so nominal. It's so nominal that the national average has been barely touched, Jessica. And Donald Trump hasn't actually.
Well, I don't know. When I go to the gas station and it was almost $6, and now it's like $4.
Jessica,
I see it.
Cool.
That's all.
Jessica, that's what we call. That's what we call an anecdote, right? Now, I could tell you. I'm here in Massachusetts. I could tell you about driving to the gas station down my street, and I could tell you about when the gas prices went up during Donald Trump in the last year. And that would contradict what you're saying. And then both of us would be right, which is why we don't use anecdotes. What we do is we use actual information, and the information that I'm talking about would be from the EIA, which is the Energy Information Administration, which is a government administration that tracks all products like gasoline and oil and different things like that, and they would tell us the average price of gasoline across all 50 states so that we could have a national average to draw upon. We could even actually just specifically look at California from the beginning of Donald Trump's term until now, and we could actually give you exactly how much California has gone up or gone down on its average for the entire state.
Yeah, so then speaking of California, everyone hates California, right?
No.
You guys all hate California?
Why?
Then then you could have a bunch of your followers who like Newsom, and I've lived in California and I've seen it go
Jessica,
down to shit.
we don't need to. Yeah, Jessica, we don't. Now we're off.
But
on
I'm
a
just saying
tangent.
my opinion.
Okay, that's great. So, anyways, if we're going to talk about gas and we're going to talk about inflation. Inflation has gone up since Donald Trump.
Oh my
has been
God,
in
she's
office.
exhausting. Well, then get off of the thing, then, dude.
Jessica.
See, I can't do this. 'Cause I don't
Jessica.
even care. The people on here and their chats are hilarious.
Cool.
I usually am not even on social media. My friend's like, "Oh, you got to check this guy out." You know, like I'm just
Jessica, I
trying
thought
to
you put down your
learn.
phone.
I'm trying to learn. Okay, I'll put down my phone. I'm just trying to learn, like, what is going on? Like, who's right? What do we even know? And like, everybody comes out and acts like they know things. No one knows anything. So I think it's really funny when you get like all these people are like, well, this and that. Yeah, facts. I want facts. Perfect. That's why I was asking my friend, like, what do you look at? Where are you? And then so I ended up here talking to you randomly while I'm sitting in my dining room just after doing dishes. And you have these people on here talking so much. It's weird. It's such a weird thing. So anyway, you guys are interesting. I like what you guys have to say.
So
I can't tell if you guys are Republican or Democrat listening to you guys, so that's cool.
So Jessica, so let's start here. So this is the Energy and Information Administration, like I was talking to you about. Okay, so let's stay on topic here. Now this is California. All grades, all formulations, retail gas prices. Okay. Donald Trump took office in January of 2025. Do you know what the average retail gas price per gallon in California was? I know you can't see it in January of 2025, 1 year ago, which is when Donald Trump took office. I know you can't see it here, but that number is $4.31.
Okay.
The last average, of course, that we could have taken was in December of 2025, obviously, because January of 2026 hasn't happened. So we can't do an exact year to year, but from January to now, do you know what the average price of gasoline is in California? It's $4.29, which means that that is 1.1 cent. Since Donald Trump has taken office, the average price of gasoline has gone down 1.1 cent.
Okay, well, I mean, I could go to the gas station right now and see. I'm like, oh gosh, it's great. It seems like it's much better. So that's just me living here and seeing it down the street from my house,
Right.
like my
Where,
very
what
small
part of California do you
conference,
live in?
So it's what I see.
Right. What part of California do you live in?
Sonoma County.
Great.
Sonoma
You live in
County.
Sonoma County, and I'm sure that the gas price that you pay is different for the people that live in Orange County or Alameda County or wherever, right?
Yeah, it's
So
pretty.
so
close,
what you
though.
can't
Marin
do
County,
so
Marin
what
County,
you
Sonoma
can't
County.
so what you can't do in a state of your size, the largest populated state in the country, you literally can't sit there and go, well, I had this anecdotal experience, and so therefore what's happening is true. What we have to do is we have to take your entire state as a whole and average it out. And so the experience of people in California on average is a drop of 1.1 cent from January of 2025 to December of 2025.
That's awesome. I have a question for the comments of the people who sit there online and post a bunch of things. Like, are
holy
they
shit.
interested in like
Oh,
learning? Because
holy-
I'm just here to learn.
Okay.
It blows my
All right,
mind.
If you're here to learn, step one is listen to us. This is now the third time that we have said, put down your phone, do not read the comments. I muted you so we could ensure that you heard it that time. Don't read the comments if you want to have a conversation with Matt and I. If you want to have a conversation with the comments, you can go back down to the comments. Fight them down there. But we're trying to have a political discussion with you right now. And we can't do this thing where you're having 4 discussions with people in the chat and we're trying to talk about something completely unrelated. Like, if you want to, you said you want to learn, this is your opportunity to learn. We'll bring receipts. We will bring all the facts and all the data that you need to have, but you're going to have to stop engaging with people in the chat because it's the equivalent of talking to somebody in person and then like texting as they are literally talking to you. Like, come on. Be present in the moment with us. All right.
All right, we're going to invite you to unmute, Jessica. All right? All right. We good? So we're on the same page?
Yes. Yes.
All right, cool. That's awesome. Thank you. Great. So that was gasoline. So do you understand that there really has been essentially no change in gasoline in the state of California?
It sucks. It's hard to believe it about gasoline because of what I see, but I probably believe it about groceries and whatnot. Maybe that has not.
Hold on, Jessica.
It hasn't gone down.
Jessica, hang on though. I understand that you that's your feeling. I understand that you're feeling.
Yes.
But I just gave you actual evidence and hard data that showed you that you were wrong.
It hasn't gone down.
So can
Let's
we?
see
So can we?
groceries.
So
I believe it.
hold
though.
on. Okay, so you believe it. Okay, that's good. So you want to see groceries?
Yes.
Well-
I believe that it has not gone down.
You
But
believe
that's why I voted for him, hoping it would.
it hasn't gone down. But here's the problem, is that we're missing data. We're missing data.
Oh.
Why are we missing data? I know it's
Why?
a little difficult for you to see. It's a little difficult for you to see, but I'll try to zoom it in for you. Do you see these 2 columns that are mostly blank over here? That's
Yes.
October of 2025 and November of 2025. Guess what the Trump administration did? When the government shut down, they basically were like, "Oh yeah, BLS, we're not going to have a report out either of those months." And if they didn't put a report out and they didn't gather the data, when they calculated things like inflation, guess what they could do? They could just basically put 0 in for those months. So if you're averaging something out, and instead of there being oh, I don't know, what was clearly a rise in prices every single month of Donald Trump's administration, with the exception of one. That was March of 2025, was the only month that he had a 0.1% drop in prices. Every other month has gone up. But in October and November, he was able to post a goose egg. And so if you average out those numbers, what does that do to the overall inflation rate? If you put a 0 in there, does that bring the average up or bring the average down?
It will just stay the same.
It would bring it down, because what you're doing is you're adding 2 months that you're dividing by, but putting no information in, which means that you're bringing that number down. So it's artificially pulling inflation down when, in fact, prices are still going up. Remember how you just said to
honestly,
me?
I voted for him.
Yeah.
And just real quick, honestly, after like a whole year of this, now that he's been president, and voting for him and then saying, oh, honestly, I'm right down the middle. I'm right down the middle. And thinking that when he is going to be doing these, deporting people who aren't, that would bring the inflation down and whatnot, because more people will be, less people here supporting them without paying taxes, whatever. And no, I haven't seen a change in that. And I thought that would help the inflation. And no, I'm not seeing it. Do I want people to be deported? No. Criminals, it's such a fine line. And yeah, I thought it would bring inflation down, and it hasn't.
But when you say you didn't want people to be deported, that was literally what he ran on.
I sound like a bad person.
No. Hang on. This isn't.
Voted for
Hey,
it.
Jessica. I'm not even doing it as a value judgment at this point in time. I'm just saying. You saying now. I don't want people to be deported, but he. Literally, that was a hallmark of his campaign. Every single campaign speech, every time he spoke, every time a word came out of his mouth, it was we're gonna deport all of these people.
Bad people.
No, he said mass deportation.
That's what I believe.
He said, hold on.
Yeah.
He said the words mass deportations.
He did.
And you voted for that. So I don't think you can say that you didn't want deportations, because you did, right?
No, I wanted them in a certain way, which is I don't want families ripped apart and good people to be deported. Absolutely not.
I appreciate
if it's
that.
What he really says, it's gang members. If it's gang members, if it's what he truly said. And I believe it about every person, even if you're an American, to get rid of these people, the rapists. So that's my whole point. I'm just a very, I don't know. I voted for him, and Kamala scared me, and I feel like we needed somebody strong.
Why did Kamala scare you?
I didn't think she would be strong enough after having to deal with Ukraine in Russia, and I didn't. I don't care what people have to say. These are my opinions, and it's not all about me.
No,
this is a debate.
I'm not. I'm wondering. I don't understand what you mean. What do you mean? She wasn't strong enough after having to deal with Ukraine and Russia? That statement doesn't make any sense.
Well, because
Jessica.
she gets on when I watched the debate. That's what changed my mind, was watching the debate. And
it was watching the debate when Donald Trump lied and said that they were eating cats and dogs in Springfield, Ohio. When he was asked about child
he said
care.
that? That's so funny, because if you were to go back to that, I would have thought it was the Democrats who said that. And was he serious?
Upset.
Was he serious?
Yes.
I didn't believe it. I thought it was like a
You were
joke.
upset. You were upset that Kamala had polished and rehearsed answers for a presidential debate, but you didn't have a problem with the presidential candidate for the Republican Party accusing of legally here Haitians of eating pets.
I just thought it was just bullshit, and he was just messing around, honestly. And her just being rehearsed just didn't seem like she'd be ready for anything coming at her. I don't know. It's just deep down inside. That's what I felt. I felt like we needed him. And I'm telling you, I hated him. I couldn't stand him. I got rid of my cable in 2017, the day he was inaugurated. I canceled my cable, okay, for 4 years. I couldn't even look at him, hear him. I wanted nothing to do with him. So yeah, it's really strange.
I'm really having a hard time following the line of logic here. You're saying that Donald Trump was
It's just
I don't know,
me.
strong or something?
Yeah.
How?
Well, he's just I don't know. I just trusted it more with him that he would protect us.
From what?
I don't know. I feel like things were just getting out of hand with
Like what?
the war, honestly, with
What
Ukraine
war?
and that.
Wait. What war? Ukraine?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was getting out of hand.
Well, I just wanted somebody that wouldn't be weak to deal with Putin and Russia and all that. I mean, these are my opinions. I'm not the smartest person about all this. I don't sit there and watch politics. You know what I mean? I don't know a ton. I'm just going by things that I see myself and hear, or
So what is it that you saw that would lead you to believe that Donald Trump would be the better choice to manage the Ukrainian war?
that he has more of a him and Putin have more of a communication, and I just trusted it more. I just feel like I can't explain it. I didn't trust her. Is that bad?
I mean, like, you're not really giving me much to go on here, other
But
than
I'm just being so rehearsed, she wouldn't be able to handle something right on the drop of a dime. You know what I mean? You have to be ready at any second for anything that comes at you, and she just wasn't ready.
based on what? Because
And
she
then I
was.
think it's funny. You know what? I think it's funny too. Now everybody's talking about Newsom running, but then I've lived in California, and this place, I can tell you, it's bad. And it's gotten, I mean, in him, since he's been here, I can't even tell you all the stuff I've seen since Newsom's come in. And I voted for him. And then I voted for him probably 2 terms. And then all of a sudden I'm just like, are you serious, dude? This guy he needs to go. And then we're hearing that he might be running. Oh my God. And everyone talks about California, but that's what we should be talking about. Who's going to be our next president?
I mean,
Well, I'm bored
there's
to
going to be
talk
plenty
to.
there'll be plenty of time for us to talk about the next presidency. It's literally 2026. Like, we're not even in the midterms yet. After the midterms, then that's when speculation ramps up. But like,
We're like a year away from that.
yeah,
Right?
like
Okay.
right now, we absolutely have to be analyzing the current president and the actions of the current president, the person that you voted for. Like, I mean, you say that Donald Trump was going to be stronger. Donald Trump was bent over the table by Vladimir Putin, who was 5'7", when he called him and had, like, I don't know, some state diplomatic call with Vladimir Putin. And
Yeah.
then after that call ended, Vladimir Putin launched a massive drone strike campaign against
Yeah.
Ukraine, like within an hour of doing that. And then when he came to Alaska, like, he just showed him up. I don't
Yeah.
see how Donald Trump is the stronger candidate as it pertains to Vladimir Putin, because what, like, if you think that they're buddies or something, Vladimir Putin
No,
just
not
knows
buddies.
how to shine him
Yeah.
on. Like, that's it.
But what's happened since? You know what I mean?
What's
We've been
happened
fine.
since
Yeah,
the
it's been
war
fine,
is
right? Aren't they making an agreement to, like, didn't they come up with an agreement to, I don't know. I mean,
You
nothing's
don't
happened
know?
since. Well, what's happened since? What's happened since that? I mean,
The
did we
war
just
is
forget
still
about
going
Ukraine
on.
and Russia or something?
The war is still going on.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't really even care about politics that much. I'm a single mom. I do what I can. I live in California, and I do pay attention to politics just a little bit, but I changed my mind this year and voted for Trump, and that's that, and that's it. And I don't, it just, and I won't vote for Newsom anymore either. It just changed by the things that I have physically seen. And these, never mind, I'm not going to look at the comments. I'm not going to look at them.
So,
But
like, I
I'm
mean,
boring, so, and there's nothing really here. I just,
I understand. I understand. You know, being focused on your day to day and not like concerning yourself with, you know, who said what on C-SPAN. I understand that motivation, but you just said you're a single mom. To say that you don't care about politics cares about you. Politics cares about me. Politics cares about Matt. It's merely just what are we talking about? You say you're a single mom. Well, SNAP and WIC and childcare, all of these things are affected by who is in power. Republicans have cut all of that.
Has it been cut? Do they really cut the Medicare and Cal and the food stamps? I mean, I know
No.
they said that they're going to, but they can't do that.
Yeah.
Was that done?
Yeah.
They cut out what?
Not Medi-Cal, right? Because that's the
Medicare.
state level. Medicaid, Medicare. Yes, that was Build Back, or not. I'm sorry. The Big Beautiful Bill.
Big Beautiful Bill.
Okay, yep, I remember they signed that. And what, did they take away WIC and whatnot from the single moms? Yes, I'm for real. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to answer to those. Did they take away the WIC? Did he do that?
So requirements have been added to like, what was it, Medicaid work requirements, and I believe similar things were added, or it wasn't work requirements, but it was more frequent checks or something with SNAP or other welfare programs. So that just makes it like one other bullshit hoop that you have to go through, assuming that you apply for those things. If you use SNAP or WIC or any of that, I don't know how frequently you have to reapply for that.
I mean,
shit.
I personally don't, but I want it available for people. So I don't want a president who's going to take that away. You know what I mean? I'm right down the middle. It's like, it's funny. I mean, I believe in, oh my God, 100% women's rights, 100%, all that, you know, and if
You
you were
do?
to take away
Then
those
why?
things,
Then why
I don't
did you
think he
vote
did,
for?
though.
Then why did you vote for the person who installed the three Supreme Court justices who overturned Roe v. Wade?
Yeah,
You're a single mom.
because I was that
You're a
I was
single
that
mom.
worried about Kamala.
You're
I
a single
guess.
mom.
Yeah.
You have a daughter.
Yes.
Cool. Me too.
Jesus.
Do you like the fact that your daughter and my daughter are going to have less rights than you do?
I don't.
If you say you
To
don't
me-
believe that, you can say you don't believe that, and you can give your opinion about
They
this.
cannot
and
take
your
away the
opinion.
women's rights. I'm not going to let anybody take it
Oh,
away
really?
from my daughter. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
No. Well, I'm
Awesome.
in California. I think it's
Awesome.
different.
Awesome. Cool. So what happens when they pass the federal abortion ban? Oh, you didn't know that that's a
Well,
bill?
I think you
Oh, you
can-
didn't know that that's a bill in the House right now?
Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold
You
on, you
didn't
wanna
know.
talk?
No, you hold on, Jessica.
Wait.
No, wait.
You're trying to do the angry.
Jessica. Hey, Jessica. Did you not know?
Hey, Jessica's had an abortion before.
Jessica, did you not know that Republicans want a federal abortion ban? Did you not know that? No one gives a fuck if you're in California or I'm in Massachusetts. Leaving it up to the states was the first part of dismantling it. And Donald Trump made sure that the court was stacked so that it could happen. That's why they brought the challenge, and that's how it got overturned. You voted for the person who made that happen. You need to look in the mirror and face that.
I'm such a horrible person.
What are you looking for us
I'm
to?
such a horrible person.
Are you trying to be a victim now?
No, I mean, I'm such a horrible person. You guys are, I don't even know
Are you
what
being
this thing is that I'm
facetious?
on.
Like, what the
What is
fuck?
it? Like no, I'm dead ass serious. Is this a podcast or something? Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't do social media. My friends like, go on here. They'll change your mind. I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be a bad person about who I voted for. Why did I vote for Trump? I don't know. I voted for Trump this year. Period. That's it. People see, this is funny. I used to be on this other side of all these people doing all this weird shit, being like, you a hater, you're the bear.
Do you? So what is it? You don't think a woman can lead, or you're afraid of brown people?
Oh, well, my boyfriend's brown. My girlfriends are brown.
Cool. So you tokenize
no, I
them.
don't
That's
want a
fine.
female.
Well, okay.
Nope, I
yeah,
don't want
you
a
don't
female.
want, you don't want a woman. Okay, got it. Okay, that's fine.
Right
you can
now.
Just, right
So
now.
what?
Got it. Okay.
Is that a problem? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous.
Would I
but
vote
that's
for Trump if somebody else was running? No. Dude,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay,
am I
great.
telling
So
the
you're-
truth? Yeah,
so
I mean, a
you're-
bunch of
okay,
people
got
are
it.
just
So
like
you don't
bullshit
think-
liars. I'm not one.
Got it. You don't think that a woman could lead the country. Got it.
Not right now. Not the right. No, you know what? Yeah, absolutely, a woman could, but has there been the right woman to do it? No.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
For me,
I know,
For me-
right? I know, right? Because Jessica, the woman who was vice president, senator, attorney general of the largest state in the entire country, has a
Hillary
master's
Clinton?
degree in economics and a
Oh.
de juris in law. That person who graduated
Mm-hmm.
top of her class from Howard University, that person, she wasn't qualified to be president, right?
I didn't say she wasn't qualified.
Certainly sounded like that's what you were saying.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, then what were you saying?
How about Hillary Clinton? How about that one? That one was scary.
Hillary Clinton was scary? Why?
I don't know.
You don't know why?
She scared me. I didn't trust her.
Jessica, you are a grown-ass woman that is capable of popping out a whole fucking child.
Oh yeah, that was
Hillary
hard.
Clinton scared you, and you don't
Yeah.
know why?
Yeah, she was like
What is this
untrustworthy. She
manic
had some,
pixie
you like Hillary
dream
Clinton?
shit? Like,
You like Hillary?
genuinely, is this how you act in real life?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sitting in my dining
You
room
don't
talking
know?
to some random people I don't know on a podcast, telling them my truth about how I feel about politics. Am I going to be like on the news or something later? They're going to be like, oh my God, this girl said this and that. I mean, I don't even know what this is right now.
What the fuck, woman? Like,
No, I'm
What
serious.
is this?
I'm serious.
Holy shit, Jessica.
You guys are the ones talking to me. I'm
Jessica-
so boring. Why would you want to
Jessica,
talk
holy
to me?
shit. Number one, we're the
So
same.
you're with my cat and
Jessica,
shit.
holy shit, we're almost the same age. You're like a year older than me. You're embarrassing people our age, okay? This is TikTok. It's just a live
Why?
stream. Because you don't know what you're
But
like.
why? Like why? Because I don't
Why?
engage in all that stuff.
No, it's because I'm just saying it's like this isn't it's gonna be on the news. It's just a live stream. We're just some people talking politics. That's all that this is. Okay?
I'm just saying. I don't even know what this is. Like I
Okay,
don't do
well,
this.
Yeah, I understand.
Like I don't even know why you guys are still talking to me right now. I'm so boring.
Jessica, I don't know if, like, whenever you were in high school and college, you inhabited the ditzy, like, tee whatever personality.
that wasn't me.
Like when you're in your 40s, that ceases to be like a thing that you can do. When you have a daughter, that ceases to be a thing that you can occupy. Okay, like you got to be an adult.
Do you guys feel good about yourselves doing that? Like judging
Doing
somebody
what?
that you don't even know? Because I'm not judging you. I can care less about what you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
I am judging the vapidness that I've engaged with for the last.
But I guess that's what you guys
What,
do for
20,
your
30 minutes?
jobs or something.
Like, I mean, I don't know.
I don't even know why anybody's even listening to this. This is like the most boring conversation ever. I mean, right?
No,
How
I
much
don't
you
have
had to drink
facts.
tonight?
How much did I have to drink today? I just smoked pot and I haven't drank for 5 years, but thank you.
Oh, that explains it.
Oh, it's the pot. Ooh. You guys have a good night. I'm getting ready for bed.
Nobody cares.
Okay, Jeff.
Nobody cares. Yeah, you guys get a good night. I you know what? It's all good. Like, you guys do what you do. It's great. All of your
Sure.
Lithium. Everyone, talk to your doctor. Perhaps lithium is right for you.
We're going to move on to our next Trump supporter. Before we do, thank you real quick to Allie for the 5 on the green app. Allie just said, "What?" with a question mark. My sentiments also. This one says, "John Winchester, please drop. Please drop her with 10. Our kick fee is 20. Our kick fee is 20. Sorry, I didn't see that till just then. But our kick fee is 20. Just so you guys are aware. Appreciate you guys being here. We've got about another 2 hours left. Hopefully, keep booping that screen. Keep helping out with the live goal. Make sure you're taking care of Nemo too. Doing all of those things will help us stay out on the FYP. So keep it going. If you're over on the tube and you'd like to support, you can throw in a super chat or something like that, and we will read it out over here. So feel free. We can have some fun with that as well. All right. Appreciate you guys here. Let's move on to our next guest. Let's see. Mike, how did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, that was a mistake. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Thanks. Okay. Let's see. You are not connecting L, whatever your name is.
Thank you, Jacqueline, for the blue app. Much appreciated. Said, what the fuck was that? My head hurts. Yes.
Irene, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, certainly did.
Okay. Is your name Irene?
And for that lady, what's...
Hi.
No. My name's Mike.
Okay.
My name's Mike.
Okay, Mike. Can you tell us how old you are and what state you voted in, please?
Florida. And I'm 55.
Florida and 55. Real quick before we start, Mike, I just want to say thank you to Shayna on the green app for the 5. It said that Jessica lady made my head hurt. Same friend. Mike, do you want to discuss one of the subjects that Nemo and I have above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Well, anything he's doing. Some of the stuff he does I don't agree with because you can't agree with everybody. But Kamala Harris...
I didn't ask about Kamala Harris. What I
shit.
asked Mike was, I said, what subject do you want to discuss that Donald Trump is doing right now? So why don't you pick something that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Go with Venezuela. Let's start with Venezuela.
There
if you
you
want.
go. Very good.
That's fresh.
What would you
It's
like
fresh.
to talk about with Venezuela?
Well, it seems like the left thinks it's wrong that we freed those people from a president that wasn't elected.
Lordy.
I know we're there for the gas and oil again, right?
Donald Trump himself literally said that.
Well, because we used to have a relationship there, a working relationship. But
So-
then
so we
somebody
are there
somebody
for the
went
gas
down
and
there,
oil.
they took over the place, they're starving the people, they're doing all this stuff, they're taking drugs up here, and nobody
No, they're
did
not.
a single
No.
thing about it.
So I want you to tell me, how much do you think, percentage-wise, and it's fine to ballpark it,
Sure.
percentage-wise, Out of all the bad substances in the U.S., you gotta use code words.
I understand.
How much of that? What percentage is from Venezuela? Do you think?
I don't know the
Specifically the narco
percentage.
stuff.
If I had to guess, wild guess, 20%. And it doesn't come from there; it comes through there. A lot of it's made in China, shipped to there, and then or shipped to Ghana or any of those places.
Ghana.
Not Ghana.
Oh, you mean Guyana? Okay.
Okay.
Guyana. You know what I'm talking about.
So
The place is nothing but a jungle. I mean, they have no security there.
I mean, like, if you look on a map, why would China ship stuff to Venezuela?
That's how where do you think fentanyl's made?
Okay, all right.
Mexico?
Yeah, and number one,
No,
I'm gonna
no, it's not.
Mike, stop. You cannot say that name on TikTok. Okay, you can't say it. You can say
What
the F
name was it?
subs.
Well-
You can say the F substance. You can say the F thing,
Okay.
but you can't say the word that starts with D and ends in rug. You need to say substances, and you can't say the names of substances. Okay, TikTok doesn't like that.
I got you.
Okay, all right. I just had to
Okay.
stop you because that's a big
I'm not
no-no.
familiar with that. I apologize.
It's okay. I understand, but that's why I had to stop you because if you do it, we
All right,
can.
I'm not familiar with
All right?
that kind of thing.
It's
so I
okay,
appreciate
and
that.
I don't want you to get taken down either. Because if we're going to have a conversation, you getting removed from the live
well-
doesn't help any of us, right? So I want you to be able to stay
Got
up here and talk to us. So, but
And-
that's okay. Great. So you're saying that those things go through Venezuela, but Nemo brings up a really interesting point in terms of geography. Number one, that's basically impossible because Venezuela is on the wrong side for that to happen. They're not on the Pacific side,
We're not
and so
Venezuela-
that's number
well,
one.
you're making
But
it
then
like
number
Venezuela
hold
is
on, Mike.
more than just
I
that.
wasn't
I mean,
finished.
that was
Hold
just
on,
one
Mike.
subject.
Mike, just one sec, bud. I'll land my plane real quick. But number two,
Mm-hmm.
and more importantly, is that no intelligence agency in our country, not the DEA, not the FBI, not anybody, not the CIA, says that F substance comes through Venezuela. Not simply from, but even through it. It all
Why are you
comes
pushing the
from what?
Can I stop you for a second like you did me?
No,
Why are you
I
taking the
literally
conversation
you didn't
straight
you
to
literally
that?
you literally can't let me I'm just trying to point something out to you, which is that the thing that you mentioned that
Matter
you
that.
think is coming through Venezuela, it's not. And we have the US government under Donald Trump in the last year saying that also in official reports. They agree.
Okay.
So saying that stuff comes from Venezuela is just a flat out lie. There's no basis in fact, and his government, his administration, just this year have said the same thing. I can pull up the substance
Okay.
threat report from
I
2025.
don't know why you keep talking about a substance. I mean, it's one subject of why we're there,
You
and it's
just
one of the smaller ones.
okay.
What's the
Yeah, I
what's
said
the
it's
big
one of them. I said it's one of them.
Okay, what's the big one?
The big one is the guy has to go. And we're a
That's not
superpower.
a
We police the
thing.
fucking world. We've been, excuse my language, we've been doing that for a long time.
Wait, Donald
lot of
Trump
it's wrong.
literally ran on
Our
not
government sucks. We need to
Okay.
take control of our government.
okay.
And
Trump-
one man is not running this country. Sorry. You know, there's
So-
a lot of powers involved in running this country, and that's one of the biggest problems. You got
Okay.
Israel, you got all these things. How many things does this country do that they should not be doing?
I don't even know what that means, man.
Well, I'm not allowed to talk real on here.
You
I'm
can
not going to say the shit out loud. I mean, come on. Look at the shit that's going on.
can-
Look at I mean, to mention names, I mean, come on. Half the shit in the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party, I used to be a Democrat. I seen what they started doing. And the things they're pushing. And
Oh,
saying
really? What did they
is
start
so
doing, Mike?
Absolutely.
Mike, really? What did they start doing that was so bad, Mike?
That was so bad.
Yeah, well, you said I've seen what they started doing. What did they start doing?
With the transgender thing that they tried to do.
You mean the
Kids
thing?
need help
You
with
mean
things
the
that's
thing?
fun.
You mean the thing? You mean the thing that they don't have any involvement in whatsoever, and the thing that the Republicans fearmongered about and ran over $250 million worth of ads on in the 2024 election, and the Democrats didn't mention a single fucking time
a
on
lot
their
of that-
side.
you-
But it's so weird that you think that the Democrats are running on it or they're pushing it on people, right?
Oh, they weren't.
Cool. Why don't you show me a single ad, a single campaign speech, anything, anytime, with the exception, I think Kamala Harris mentioned it a single time once during her entire
because
campaign.
You're not going to mention that when
Hey,
you're
bud.
running for
Hey,
president.
Mike.
And you
Hey,
know
Mike.
everybody
Hey,
hates
Mikey.
that
Hey,
subject.
bud. Hey, bud. You just said that they were the ones pushing it on people, and I can
They
demonstrably
were
prove
for
you
4
wrong.
years while Obama was still in office.
Oh, really? They were? How are they pushing it on people?
Pushing it, they were changing rules and laws in every town.
Really?
You're gonna tell me you
hold
didn't
on,
see
time
those
out.
4 years.
What rules
You
and
didn't see
laws
those
were
4
they
years. Where were
changing
you?
in
Were you
every
out of-
town,
were you
Mike?
out of the-
No.
were you
I'd
out
love to
for
know.
4 years?
Hey, Mike. You got to actually engage in the conversation now. So you just said that they were changing rules and laws over the 4 years. Great. What rules and laws were they changing?
School stuff in the schools.
Schools are not the federal purview. Schools are the purview of your state. Schools are the purview.
Imagine the 4 years.
Okay, Mike, you don't seem to be understanding. Let me help you out. If there are rules in your schools, that's at the state level and or your local school district. It's some combination of those two. There is literally a federal law prohibiting the federal government from being involved in curriculum in schools. So if you think that there were issues in schools and shit was changing in schools, number one, that's at the state level and at the local level. Has nothing to do with the president and his administration. Okay? So let's just establish that right away. But that being said, you cannot point me to any legislation that was being passed that would demonstrate what you're saying. So now I'm going to invite you to unmute and take a breath and then maybe reconsider what you're saying. You have to hit the unmute button, Mike. I invited you to unmute, but I can't invite you again for about the next 45 seconds. You have to hit the little microphone button with the slash through it at the bottom of your screen. There you go.
Well, it was for some reason it was at the top of my screen.
Okay, that's fine. Either way.
Whatever.
Okay. So do you understand then what I've just explained?
So you're saying in Washington, the Democrats never pushed this narrative at all?
Did you understand? Hold on. I would like you to respond to what I said. You said that during the Obama administration, they changed rules in the schools. And what did I explain to you about how schools are operated?
You didn't.
You didn't listen to what I said?
Yeah, the state level's what you're talking about.
Who-
and then it goes down to town level from there.
Who runs schools? Does the
Who runs
federal
schools?
government run a school or does a
No.
state run a school?
Well, state runs the school.
Exactly. So the federal government has zero influence in terms of what you were saying. That didn't happen.
So there's no Democrats at the state and local levels that listen to their federal counterparts? They're not all. Come on, man. You see a Democrat go on the news, and you see 100 of them, and it's all.
You said it was the
free and fair, free and
Mike,
fair, free and
Mike,
fair, free
but
and fair, free and fair.
but you said it was the Obama administration
They're
that
trying
was
to brainwash you.
Mike, you said it was the Obama
Put it this
administration.
way.
Mike,
The
Bud,
Republicans
hey
at
Bud,
this
hey
point in
Mike,
time,
Mike.
in
I
the-
don't want to
in the
mute you
point in
again
time
because you
we're
seem
at,
to. Hey Mike,
Republicans
hey Mike,
are the
Bud,
more logical
Mike,
people right now.
Mike. What you said
Yeah,
was.
I'm here, my friend. I'm here. Whoever you are.
Yeah. What you said was the Obama administration was passing laws and rules in the schools. I was pointing out to you that that was impossible because there is no federal mechanism for a presidential administration to. You're not listening because you're talking. This is why you can't understand this. This is why you think that something happened that didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Exactly, it didn't happen. No, it wasn't trying
But
to
it was
happen. It
being
didn't
pushed.
happen. No, it wasn't.
Okay. They never. Democrats have nothing to do with
No,
anything.
they don't. People are just fucking people. You're
People are
making
just
something
fucking-
up
yeah,
in
you're
your
right.
head for no reason. They're just some people who want to live. Leave them the fuck alone. Let them go
I
and
wanna
do.
leave them alone,
Good,
but
then
stop
leave them the
shoving it
fuck
down my
alone.
effing throat.
Then leave them the fuck alone. If you want to leave them alone, leave them alone. You're a grown man. Don't say you want to leave people alone and then vote for someone who makes their lives a living hell. The fuck, dude?
I don't care how they live. Let them live.
Good.
Please, live
Then
how you
don't
wanna-
vote
I
for
don't
people that hurt them.
Okay. Well, like the other, they really gave us a decent option for the other way around. There is no way on hell. I
So
would
it's okay to
vote for
hurt
a
them.
woman
is what
like
you're
that.
saying.
That woman is not.
So what you're
trustworthy.
saying is that it's
She
okay
was
to hurt them.
conned in there. She was not.
So what you're
ready.
saying is that it's okay to hurt them.
No, it's not.
Well, then why? Then why would
Well,
you say?
You know what? For 4 years, I had to put up with that shit. They got to put up for
Put up
4
with
years,
what
and
shit?
then we'll go some other way.
No. Put up with what shit?
I'm not going to say it on here, man.
Like, I mean,
You guys are
this-
acting like nothing happened for 4 years. Nothing happened.
nothing happened as
perfect
in
serenity.
what?
It was perfect serenity.
No, it wasn't perfect serenity. I need you to explain what the hell you're talking about. Like, what?
What world were you in
happened?
when they weren't cramming it down throats, shoving these
So,
people?
okay.
What about women's sports? Do women not get their own
Irene,
sports?
Irene,
We need a third league then. A third
okay, cool.
league for them.
So listen closely, Irene.
There's
I have a question
something
for you.
different.
I have a question.
What?
Do you believe that Biden saying, "I will do everything I can to protect our LGBTQ citizens," is shoving it
Nothing
down your
wrong
throat?
with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
But don't
So-
shove it down people's throats and you'll have a better
they
time.
weren't.
Oh, yes, they were. They
How?
were doing it so freaking hardcore, it was not even funny. And that's why you turned half this country against them.
Dude, I genuinely don't know.
I don't know what.
how.
I don't know what internet you guys are on. Maybe you're not seeing the things I'm seeing. I don't know.
Yeah, so
But I'm telling you this right
algorithms.
now, and this is
okay,
coming from people
Jesus, dude.
who are in
you are
I have
you
them
are
in my
just really
family,
fucking
dude.
loud.
Dude, I
You
have
are-
them in my family. I have a
You're
lot
just
of
like
elders in my family.
you're
and
the
let me
type
tell
of
you
New
something.
Yorker that's just like loud as fuck, and you just keep talking and talking. You weren't punched in the face, man. Like Irene.
I doubt
listen,
someone
man.
would punch me in the face, dude.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so listen, man.
I highly doubt that.
Are you done yet?
Yeah, go ahead, smart guy.
Okay, great, wonderful. So, how was it shoved down your throat?
Everywhere I looked,
Where'd you look?
everywhere I was in public and in my own home
In
when I decided
public?
to go on one of these devices. Yeah. Yes.
Were you in New York City?
Not lately.
Okay, so when you say you were in public, like, what does that mean?
Man, you guys are crazy. There's
Crazy.
something wrong with your brains.
No.
For you to sit here
whole-
and talk like this, you're trying. What are you talking about? What word were you on? You didn't. You're imagining it.
So
This is
I
why.
don't know,
This is
man.
why there's such a
Like-
divide. Now I'm starting to see. This is the first time I talked to someone like this that believes that Kamala should have been president. I mean, that's a joke. That's really a joke.
okay, so
Anybody
mean-
who wanted that for president,
you've yet to demonstrate how she
Wow.
was a bad pick relative to Trump.
you know her nickname, right? And this comes from some very upper people. Heels up Harris.
Yeah, that came from
woman
Trump.
screwed her way into that position.
Yeah,
and
no,
she
that
was
came
willing-
from
she
Trump
was
and the right
willing
wing.
to
Like,
do whatever
it's-
acts. She
Okay,
was
yeah, that came
like
from Trump and the
Hillary
right
Clinton.
wing.
Hillary Clinton's got bodies behind her, so it's not even funny how many bodies are behind the Clintons.
I mean,
Come
are
on.
you referring to the fact
The
that
drugs
Kamala? Are
they've
you
been
referring to the
involved in.
fact that? Are you referring to the fact that Kamala Harris?
Hillary
Are you
Clinton is
referring to the
evilest
fact? Hey,
politician
hey,
to
Mike.
ever
Hey,
exist.
Mike. Are you referring to the fact that Kamala Harris cheated on her 3 husbands and then paid off a porn star with an infinite home? Is that what you were referring to?
Never trust a billionaire.
I said I asked you a question. Is that what
I
you were
let Trump
referring
in here
to?
by my vote.
I'm sorry,
But
what was
believe
that?
me,
Is that
I'm
what you were
keeping my
referring
eye
to?
on him.
Okay, cool. That wasn't what you were referring to. Were you referring to the 26 times that Kamala Harris was accused of sexual impropriety? Is that what you were referring to? You can unmute, Mike. Is that what you were referring to when you were talking about Kamala Harris? Hello? Mike, you got to hit the unmute button, bud. I know, this is the IQ test.
Still muted.
You're still muted.
What?
There you go.
There we go.
finally.
Well,
So
there was nothing to push.
Was it?
dude.
Oh wait. Okay. Oh, so Kamala Harris didn't.
not
So
awful,
Kamala
I
Harris.
know.
So Kamala Harris didn't have any of those. Oh, I got it. So what you're referring to is the fact
I'm talking
that
about
one
someone
time,
who's going to
31
run
years
a
ago.
country,
So what
okay?
you're talking about, Mike, is one time, 31 years ago, she dated Willie Brown, who was 3 years separated from his wife, legally separated from his wife, dated her. She dated him that one time, and somehow that translated into getting 4 million votes.
Judges.
4 million votes
For
to
how many
become
votes?
senator of California. That translated into getting 81
I don't
million
like the
votes
woman.
to
I don't give a
become
shit. I
vice
don't like
president
her,
of the
and I
United
don't
States.
trust her.
How do you sleep your way into getting 81 million votes, Mike? How do you
She wouldn't
sleep?
have been
I would
there in
love
the
to
first
know
place.
because you know what?
She wouldn't
I'll
have been there in the
sleep
first
my
place.
way into getting 81 million votes, Mike, or 4 million votes. I don't even think that you can sleep your way into getting a couple thousand votes. That's fucking absurd. And to say that because she dated one person 30 plus years ago, that she should be held to some fucking standard when the guy you voted for has been held liable for sexual assault, palled around with this guy for a fucking decade or more, has been credibly accused over 20 times by various women, cheated on all 3 of his previous wives, and paid off a porn star so that you wouldn't find out about it before you voted for him with an infant child at home. But no, you had a problem with one dude that Kamala Harris dated 35 fucking years ago. You are a hypocritical piece of shit. Do you understand now why maybe that's kind of fucked up for you to call her Heels Up Harris?
I'll call it again.
Do it again, Mike, because it makes you look like a fucking idiot in front of 1,500
Well,
people.
Let me put it to you this way. Trump isn't going to allow some other fucking scumbags to run our country.
Really?
Okay?
You mean like
Yes, he
Russia?
Heels Up Harris.
You mean like
would.
Russia?
Heels Up Harris. Will
You
do
mean like
whatever
Russia?
She is told.
You mean like Russia?
Russia? Oh, give me a fucking break.
No, so Irene, you
Give
said
me a
that Trump.
fucking break.
Hold on, stop talking. Listen closely. You just said that Trump would not allow other scumbags to run America. Is that correct?
Oh, he's letting you guys are going to do the Putin thing, right? Oh,
No,
he's letting
I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do the Putin
he's
thing.
letting-
Calm down.
he's
Take a
letting Putin
Midol.
run the country.
Get
He's letting
get
none
the
of these
brown
people-
paper
Are
bag.
you
Start
kidding
breathing
me?
into it. Goose Fraba. Go ahead. Bust out the mantras. Pray the rosary. Calm the fuck down, Irene. I need you
I don't know.
to
He's
exercise some self-discipline as a grown-ass man and listen to what I say.
Listen,
Stop being so fucking emotional.
I'm not emotional at all. What
Yes,
are
you are.
fool?
You are
No,
getting
I'm not.
all
I'm
frazzled
laughing
right
at
now,
you guys are
Irene.
fucking- How
Okay, now
serious you
listen.
guys are is
Listen
what's
to me.
making
Listen
laugh.
to me. Shh, listen.
They're Democrats.
Did you just say? Oh, are you about to run? Oh, okay. So Irene, did you just say Donald Trump would not allow other scumbags to run this country?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why they want. That's exactly why none of them wanted it. Even the Republicans didn't want it here. Why would the
Okay,
Republicans want
Irene,
it?
listen
Because
closely
they got
to
their
me.
own little machine running.
No,
just
no.
for them.
Listen closely. Listen closely to me, Irene. You said that you don't trust billionaires, right? And no, I'm not referring to Trump in this. So you said you don't trust billionaires, right?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I need you to say yes or no.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Here.
Okay.
Keep
All
talking.
right. And is it fair to say that most billionaires are probably scumbags?
Yeah, most likely because you stepped on a lot of people to get that kind of money.
Agreed. Okay. So Donald Trump in
But
2024.
I want him to get America that kind of money because the rest of the politicians that been doing the job for 40, 50 years, they're getting a little too greedy.
Okay. Donald Trump in 2024 literally said that oil companies would just have to give him $1 million and he would do what they want.
Oil companies? Well, we own most of the oil companies.
Genius.
Oil makes the world go round, man.
So you're saying that Donald Trump will allow other scumbags to run this country?
No.
Oh, sorry. A billion. Sorry.
He makes deals with other countries, so we.
No.
trust
I'm talking about oil companies here.
What about oil companies here?
Holy shit. Okay, let's try this again. Oil companies here in America, they're run by billionaires, and we've agreed that billionaires are more than likely scumbags. Okay. Okay. Donald Trump said,
That's not fair to say that all of them are.
"Oh, we got a twofer."
Hello, Mrs.
That's me. No,
It's Mrs. Mike.
that's the wife chiming in.
Is it? This is
So-
okay. Oh,
So, as far as
Kamala makes Donald Trump look like a piece of shit, and Kamala is a shining beacon on a hill.
Why would you?
And
talk
Hillary,
to,
too.
Why would you talk to somebody like that?
I don't even know how I got on here. I've
Hang
never
on.
talked on one of
Are
these
you
things.
kidding me? They must have.
My
two,
name popped up on the list, so I said,
They've got to have
let's
two
talk to these
brain
guys.
cells between them.
what is that? What is that old TV show? It was like the opening of it was like his older guy and his wife,
all in the
and
family.
they're like singing,
all in the
they're
family.
playing the piano.
It's all in the family. Yeah, you're thinking all the. All
Is it
the
All in the
way Glenn
Family?
Miller played songs that made the.
That is all
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's Archie and Edith. You got it, bud. 100% Archie.
Yeah,
and
and
Edith.
they end the song. These were the days. Those were
Those
the days.
were the
Remember?
days.
That's,
Yeah.
that's how the song
He's-
ends. Those were the days.
Yeah, you realize that he's calling you Archie Bunker.
Those were the days.
He's calling you Archie Bunker.
I don't
Like,
give
listening
a
to
rat's
these two
ass what he
talk.
calls me, man. I don't care.
Listening to these two talk to each other, it reminds me of that.
By the way, speaking of rest in peace, Rob Reiner. I was speaking of All in the Family. But yeah. By the way, your boy Trump doing the absolute fucking most piece of shit thing that he could ever do, being a piece of shit. Yeah, I mean, you can talk to your wife. I mean, it's cool. I'm sure you have a lot of respect for your wife, and you love her, and absolutely have respect for women, and you voted for someone who was found liable of sexual assault, for literally sexually assaulting a woman, found liable of that. You care about women. I mean, and of course you respect, and of course you guys respect marriage. Of course, Donald Trump cheated on all three. Oh, well, I thought you cared about Harris.
Well, then you know what? The only one that cares about that is his wife.
Wait a second.
Okay,
I thought you had a problem with Harris. Then why do you have a problem with Harris, but you don't have a problem with Trump? Seems pretty fucking hypocritical to me. That's what I thought. Do you need to talk to your lady for an answer?
Seriously, they have like 2 brain cells. Hang up.
What? Oh yeah, you should probably listen to her because this isn't going well for you.
No, now I can't hang up because no, I can't.
I know she told you to. You should probably listen to her. You should listen to your wife.
Like that,
yeah,
okay?
you should probably listen to your
I
wife.
can do whatever the fuck I want.
She's a little bit smarter than you because she's telling you that this is not going well for you and you should probably run away. Because you guys,
They said that they'll stay on. Come on.
Well, you know what? Maybe the Democrats should come up
can
with
you
some
ask
decent
your
president.
can you ask Edith?
Gavin
Hey,
Newsom up
hey
there? Are you
Archie,
kidding me?
hey Archie, can you ask Edith how she feels about Donald Trump cheating on all 3 of his wives and then banging a porn star, lying to his wife
They wanna know
with
how
an
you feel
infant
about Donald
baby at
Trump
home
cheating on all
and
his
then
wives.
paying her off for it?
What do I care about what this man does in bed? I want to know what he's going to do for our country.
Oh, cool. And
he's
how do you
been
feel
doing
about
a
the fact
damn
that he
good
was
job.
found liable
You know
of
what?
sexual assault? Do you care about other women, or do you just say,
Are
fuck those
you
other
kidding
women?
me? Are you trying to... you
The White House like Bill did.
What's that?
Mike, oh my God. The
Hey.
neighbors
At
are
least
trying
he didn't do
Hey.
it in the White House like Bill did.
Hey, Edith, how do you feel about the fact that you voted for someone who sexually assaulted another woman?
Yes, and I'll vote for him again.
No, I want to hear what Edith has to say. Edith, tell us how you voted for someone who sexually assaulted another woman. Say it.
Oh, he's getting mad now.
No, I want
Listen,
Edith to say it.
I
Be a big
I look-
woman,
I look at
stand
Trump
up
as
and
if he's-
say it in front of 1,500 people. Say it. Say, I voted for a man who sexually assaulted another woman. Say it.
Go ahead.
Say it.
Say that was a
Say it, Edith. Say it with your full chest
Say-
right now.
accuse us.
Say it.
Say
Why are you
it.
laughing?
I
Say
voted
it.
for Donald Trump, and it was the smartest decision I
There
ever
you
made.
go. Because and was he found liable of
He's
sexual
like
assault?
Superman.
Was he found
I
liable of
guarantee you-
sexual assault, Edith?
I guarantee
And
you-
was he
I
found
guarantee
liable
you-
of sexual assault, Edith? Yes, he was. Oh, are you running away now? Now you're running away. Do you not know how to run away? We're going to live in your phone forever.
We're installing ourselves as an app right now. We are now your alarm clock.
Your phone is now infected with the woke mind virus.
You will now exclusively get news updates from NPR.
Oh, boy. Guys, if you're having a good time tonight, show some support for Nemo and I, please. We appreciate it. Thank you for supporting us. Thanks for supporting the stream. There's links in our bios. Thanks for being here. Also, if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat or gifts if you'd like. Though we have those available now. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all your support. Thank you. Thank you.
Liberal in your pocket app. Woke's in your wallet.
Oh boy. Oh, look, it's a throwback here. Oh, look at this. It's Raymond. Haven't talked to Raymond in a while. Hello, Raymond.
Hey, congratulations on your Patriots, my friend. Do a good job this year.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
Hey, so you guys, were talking before about the guy was saying it's being pushed on the American people, the trans thing. The only thing I guess you would see different, if you look at Easter 25, you look at Christmas 25, you can see videos of the Easter where they made the Easter, they canceled Easter, and it was a drag queen show at the White House.
They didn't cancel
With all
Easter.
the White House.
They didn't cancel Easter, Raymond.
Well, they
That's,
didn't
you
can- they
just
made it
lied.
different.
No, they
They
didn't
made it
cancel
different.
Easter. No, they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't can't they made
They
it
didn't
different.
cancel Easter. You just literally that's a total fucking lie, dude. They did the
Okay.
egg roll. They did the whole fucking thing. So what?
Remember
So there
there
were
was
a
that
couple of drag
controversy
queens
when they-
there.
they-
There were a
yeah,
couple
yeah,
of
yeah,
there were a
yeah.
couple of people in pastels
Absolutely.
on Easter.
Yeah, so wouldn't that be pushing that agenda a little bit?
No.
No.
Do you want to know why?
All right, then I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Can you swallow before you insist?
Yeah,
on
I'm
something?
done. I was taking a
Okay,
sip.
great. So yeah, no, you're wrong. The whole, oh well, they canceled Easter. They popped the Easter bunny in the head and then they just trotted out RuPaul. No, dude. What happened is Easter isn't always on the same day of the year, right? Yep. It changes depending on the year. And what was the national holiday? It was was it Trans Awareness? I think is what the name of it was. That day happened to be that day. That had a fixed date. It was always that specific day of the year. Whereas Easter will move around on a calendar. And it just so
you're
happened
saying
in
this year they
2024 that they
decided
were on
not
the
to do
same
the
day.
Easter and they did the Trans Day. That's fine. That's what Biden decided to do. That's fine. No one has a problem with it.
Well, you did. You came up here and said they canceled
no,
Easter.
Apparently that guy did, saying it pushed it. But if they did, instead of the Easter, they focused on the Trans Day, that would be pushing it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
Okay. I know. I saw the pictures on that Easter. It kind of did happen.
No, it didn't.
Oh, they didn't have trans. Matt just said they had trans performers. Or no, I'm sorry, not trans performers.
I
damn,
just
Raymond,
said that's not what I said. I said so. All I said was even if they had a trans person at the egg roll, the White House egg roll, which is the event, right? I was like, even if they had someone there, I was like, who cares? It's just someone in a pastel dress. That's all I said. I was like, even if they were there, I was like, I don't know the specific details of it, but who fucking cares?
It was just a different tone. It's what they wanted to do. Each administration has the choice to do what they want. And the Biden administration apparently went to the Trans Day instead of an Easter Day. That's fine. He's allowed. He was president.
That's literally not
respect
what
the
happened,
Bidens.
Raymond. But honestly, I explained it to you. I could tell you weren't listening. So
Yeah, that was an easy way to say
it's like trying to teach Spanish to somebody that's got I don't know a half dead AA battery as a brain. I'm sorry, dude.
You're saying the
it's
Trans
clear
Day
it's clear that
landed
you're
on the
not
Easter Day.
you're not making that connection. So it's fine.
No, you
I,
said the Trans Day was the day that Easter came out, so they just stuck with the Trans Day.
No, I
What's
didn't
the
say
problem?
that. I literally didn't say that.
But why did they go a little more?
Again, this is what happens whenever I'm trying to teach algebra to somebody who's got a dead squirrel rolling around up there. I'm sorry, dude. It's clear that you are not going to make that connection. Those synapses will not fire in your brain. There's no amount of visual aids that I could give you that would make it click for you. Because the clicker is broke. So, what'd you want to talk about, Raymond?
Let's talk about oh, you know what we should talk about? What should you pick, Remo?
Venezuela.
Okay. So what was we know it's not a military action. It was there was a bounty on this man from Biden, and we went out and got this man. Okay, simple as that.
Well,
Biden could have done it too. He just chose not to.
Like to be clear, this bounty existed prior to Biden as well. To imply that Biden.
Well, he
set
upped
the
the
bounty.
he made the bounty more actually.
Yeah, and then Trump made it even more.
Okay, well,
Okay, so then don't even like.
but but that wasn't a military action. That
It literally was though.
and you don't think we had help on the ground with CIA?
No,
and-
Raymond.
and other
It
Venezuelan
literally
people?
was a military action. Who do you think did the taking?
Our military, they did it pretty good. In that.
Oh, okay, cool. So then it's a military action. Like it's not like fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter and A&E went down to Caracas and like kicked down the door to pick up Nicolas Maduro. Like it was special forces. So to say it's not a military action, that's ridiculous.
Oh, and we know it was multifaceted because obviously
Oh, are you telling me that Dog the Bounty Hunter did go down there?
No, what multifaceted mean it wasn't just about one thing. It wasn't just about shrugs. It wasn't just about this. It wasn't just about oil. It wasn't just the protection of the people in Venezuela. It wasn't about one thing. It was a combination of things that had built up for the last 4 to 6 years, and this guy was a tyrant, and someone had to do something, and we decided to do it. And what about, hey Matt, you would know this. Why is Hezbollah in Venezuela?
Because of their connections through Iran and oil. It's pretty simple, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And those are our foes. Those are people who are trying to end America. So why can't we worry about who's harvesting seed groups in Venezuela?
Hey, Raymond.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can we unilaterally go and kidnap the head of state of another country? Yes or no? Did we sign hold on. And before you answer that question, ask yourself, did we sign a UN charter saying no, that's not allowed? Ask yourself that question before you answer the other one.
Yeah, the only problem I have is if you go to any news channel, and I don't care where, you will find scholars.
I don't care what the news is saying. I don't care what scholars are saying. I don't care what the pundits have to say or the talking heads.
You think it's illegal.
From a legal,
you thought it's illegal.
No, it is because he is a head of state. That's
you
can't. Okay, so what you're saying is that if another country took issue with the United States and Donald Trump had committed a crime, I know this is way out there, so pardon this outlandish hypothetical that I'm about to do. But Donald Trump commits a crime internationally, and another country is like, fuck that guy. We don't care that he's president of the United States. He needs to come to our country and answer for his crimes. Are you saying that country can kidnap the president of the United States and unilaterally extradite him and tell us, be like, well, fuck it. That's not an act of war because we can just do that. You're saying that.
Does it?
You're saying that that's okay and it's not an act of war.
Well, Trump has.
No, I asked you a question. I need an answer. You're saying that is okay and it's not an act of war.
Well, you gotta look at the EOE sign to make some of these groups T groups.
No.
He
is. None of that matters, Raymond. You're not listening. Nicolas Maduro is the head of state. It doesn't matter what crimes he's committed. Donald Trump recently had brunch with someone who the rest of the world is trying to get on trial for committing G-side. Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck. Okay?
But
so he doesn't give a fuck. I'm talking about Netanyahu. So he doesn't give a fuck about this. This has nothing to do. Nothing to do
Well,
with the legalities of the situation.
Netanyahu has warrants against him. So yeah, if Russia wants,
Listen,
if another country wants to go get
listen to what I am saying to you. It doesn't matter. I think Nicolas Maduro is a piece of shit. Nemo does too. We all think that Maduro is a piece of shit. He deserves to not be in power in Venezuela, and it would be great if he just went away forever. He is a shit stain. But he is the head of state, and you can't just have countries going into other countries and being like, well, we didn't like this leader, and he committed a crime, or we say he committed a crime, or we think he might have committed a crime, so we can legally kidnap them and bring them back to our country. We can't operate that way. Are you listening to what I am saying?
You're not letting me say one word. You're not saying there's no one in Venezuela that helped us in this process from their own government. You think we just waltzed in there with nothing, with 3, 5, 6, 1 year of intel? You don't think there's more to this, that his own government sold him out, Maduro? What do you think? We were just we weren't welcomed in at
His
some
own
point
government
with this?
absolutely did not sell him out, because they're the ones that are all gonna fucking go down. That is one of the silliest things that I've ever heard. Was there some? Hold on, time out. Was there some embedded CIA informants who learned things and maybe like had some fucking assets? Yeah, I'm sure. But did his own active administration try to take him down? No, because they all go down too. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. They all go down. If he goes down, they go down.
You know, damn right. The Honduras president that was pardoned, that was part of this. There was intel given on a lot of different things. So, you know, we don't know all the details, Matt.
Dude, that is... I swear, you motherfuckers.
You think the people in this country want him there?
Y'all, this is what happens whenever you take lead poisoning, 6th grade reading levels, racism, and a lack of Tom Clancy novels in the 80s and 90s, and you bat it around, throw in some Jerry Springer, and spit it out 40 years later. It's this shit. It's like you're literally just making up Tom Clancy, like bad Tom Clancy fan fiction. That's what you're doing right now.
If you go to look at the polls, and I'm not talking one poll that said
he's 30. Oh my God, he's talking about the polls now, dude. Well, are we talking about Venezuela or not?
No, but
we're not talking about Venezuela?
He's went up 0.7 points since this little thing happened. He went from 43.3 to 43.9 approval rating.
I don't care.
Against all polls.
I don't care.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Okay, so back to Venezuela. We can't just remove the head of state.
Yeah, well, was the election legitimate? That's what we have to look at too. I mean, I'm not from Venezuela, so I'm not the one in Miami that was dancing and happy that Trump.
Okay, Raymond. Okay, Raymond. Tell you what. Let's say that that Maduro didn't win the election. Who did win the election?
I don't know.
I do. It was Machado, the other candidate. You know, the woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize in democracy.
Yeah,
this year, the one who won it over Trump. Yeah. Why did she do that? Yeah. Anyways,
well, I don't know. Maybe to appease them.
There you go. So, anyways, so we know that she was the other candidate. Do you know what her approval rating right now is in Venezuela as of the last poll that they took? It's 75%. So you have a candidate who won the last presidential election, has a 75% approval rating, and literally just won the Nobel Peace Prize. You would think that the Trump administration would move to install her and say, okay, we've liberated you from this terrible dictator. Here you go. Have at it with democracy. Great. But no, they've said we're not going to do that with her. Why is that? Why won't?
Yeah, they're putting in Maduro's vice president is going to lead right now, probably with a little direction from us.
So you think that the answer to Maduro is to just put in his second in command and leave his entire apparatus in place?
Well, the bottom line is, I think we're concerned about the oil. Who gets the oil? What countries are getting that oil? What countries we have not boycotts. We have, what is it called?
Sanctions?
Where they can't, sanctions, yeah. Sanctions on them. So these guys are running that oil to sanction people that shouldn't be getting it. That's not in our best interest. And with Hezbollah in their country, could be a T group type of 9/11 type situation. We don't know how, and they're only 1,300 miles from Miami, by the way. Venezuela.
1,300
Yeah,
miles.
1,300 miles.
Only 1,300 miles from Miami.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Boy, it's almost like Nemo. I mean, with distances like that, it's a good thing that we don't have another country that's friendly with, I don't know, like Russia that has a dictator in a similar type of governmental structure and situation that was like 90 miles off the coast of America. That would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Cuba
it is a relief.
close.
Also, it's a relief that we don't have countries like Russia that are like 10 miles away from us.
You know what? Shouldn't that show something that, no, instead of putting someone else in, he's letting the VP under Maduro take over, and we're going to see if we can work with them, get their oil production up, maybe feed their people, maybe not slaughter their people, and maybe we can make it right a little bit in Venezuela. So we don't have this migration that Kamala was working on. Remember, she was working on the Venezuela's by migration into the United States. Well, how did it work out? That got so bad, it was uncontrollable.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Remember,
No.
Kamala was appointed czar. But she wasn't a czar. She went to the triangle country to try
okay,
to figure out
what's the
why
triangle
they were
country?
migrating to the United
What's
States.
the triangle country?
It's the triangle countries like Venezuela.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What? Name them. The three.
I don't know them all. It's
Oh,
just-
okay. Cool. Yeah. You want to speak on something you know fuck all about?
Shut up, Nemo. Go ahead.
I guess Venezuela is Venezuela in the triangle countries?
They're one of the countries that's
No, they're not.
Do we have migration from Venezuela?
Jesus Christ, man.
That was her job to do that, to work with those countries, to help them build those countries. How did it get so bad?
Venezuela was not one of those countries. It was Guatemala, Honduras, and
El Salvador.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those were the three.
And I bet the numbers come from Venezuela into our country. People from Venezuela overshadows all those countries together in people. Why don't we
Okay.
look those facts up?
And are you saying that's Biden's fault?
No, it's nobody's fault. Title 42 was the fault. We had Title 42. No one could come in. We had to lift Title 42.
No, that
Supreme
wasn't
Court said no
even
more.
it, dude. Like Donald Trump on his last day in office, in his first term, granted TPS for Venezuelans.
Yeah, he probably was going to run on that in 4 years. That's why he did it. He's that smart, probably, right?
Okay, so you're telling me that you voted for the guy who knowingly caused a refugee crisis.
So, Nemo, let me ask you a question. With everything going
Is
on
that
in
a yes or a
Venezuela
no?
right now, well, no, it's wrong, because with that country being so disabled and so in the dire straits they were, migration to America was going to come a lot more and a lot sooner because it was getting desperate over there.
Why was it getting desperate?
He was murdering his people.
Oh, really?
He was
Because
starving.
it's because of the sanctions that we put on Venezuela.
Well, they're operating with Hezbollah.
Who crashed their economy?
Oh, we did that, I'm sure.
Yeah. So
Saudi
what was?
Arabia. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I think we were going to say the same. We were going to say the same thing. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I mean, you say that, oh, they're working with Hezbollah, so we have to sanction them into famine. Dude, Saudi Arabia has worked with all the groups. All of them. Every fucking one of them. And we sign $100 billion weapons deals with those motherfuckers.
Donald Trump shook hands with one of the guys who helped, basically, whose government helped fund 9/11.
Yeah, they did.
And we're dealing with them. We're buds. We're fist bumping. But like you're like, well, there's some Hezbollah there.
Well, no, Syria. This is the leader of Syria now. So we are a major power. They're a major power. That's their leader. Trump met with their leader of Syria. What are you talking about? We're not allowed. We're allowed to go take out Syria's leader now. Wouldn't it be better to work with these people?
Wait. Are you telling me
You can
that
see the Middle East.
the leader of Syria? Okay, hold on. Leader of Syria is former Al Qaeda, right? I can't remember if it's Taliban or Al Qaeda, but you're telling me this guy, we should work with him.
What choice do we have?
Well, in Donald Trump's world, the choice is apparently you can just call in the fucking Delta Force, SEAL Team 6, that bitch. Apparently that is a thing.
Look at all the countries now on board in the Middle East. Syria, Dubai, all those countries there. They're helping now ensure peace. I know it's not perfect. There's a lot of factions going off in Palestine that are making it not be a total peace agreement.
Your understanding of the Middle East is
I know
is remarkable. Holy shit.
I mean, blame Israel for everything.
All these countries in the Middle East, Syria and Dubai and the brown people country. They're trying to do peace now. And obviously the Palestinians, they're the ones that are blowing everything up. It's not everybody else.
What did Iran do to Israel April 24th of 24? The largest attack on Israel to date ever. April 24th of 24.
Okay.
And then when Israel wants to go back and take them out, it's a problem. Look what they did April 24th of 24.
Okay.
Iran into Israel.
Okay.
And they can't defend themselves from that?
Is that what that was?
What?
Is that what that was?
Well, Iran went pretty hard on Israel, didn't they?
Not really.
Yeah, go look it up. April 24th of 24.
Nemo.
You want to look at Tehran? Go look at Tehran.
That's why we smacked them down with those, and that wasn't even a war. It was 1 hour.
Oh my God,
bombing.
you are actually hammered right now.
No, I'm not. I got a cold a little bit. Thank you. I don't drink, by the way.
I just want to point
Used
out,
to. No point.
Nemo. I just want to point out. I know what the solution for Syria is.
Yeah, get the dog out there.
There we go. Okay.
That's okay. I'm just saying. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because that's how we operate now, right? That's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt, I don't know what region you're from or where you're from, but Israel goes down, America goes down. We kind of go together. There's no more Israel's by themselves.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh, come on. We've been protecting Israel for years, everybody. And we have agreements with Israel, by the way.
Of course we do, but what you just said isn't that's ridiculous.
We will go to war for Israel. We have. We did. In the past year we had. We went after them with their boom boom fields on probably Israel's direction, right?
Don't you find that a little concerning?
Well, it was concerning for us also because what they had. So we had a big interest in that. Yes.
It literally wasn't, dude.
You ever see in their parliament down with America? They chant.
You ever see our Congress how they talk about Muslims?
No, I haven't. Do they talk about Muslims bad? Our Congress?
Yeah, when Ilhan Omar was sworn in, you had some stay sweet Midwest like Mormon
Yes, you had one stupid guy say
Utah
something
white
bad.
bitch that was there who was like, "Well, we thank you, Jesus. We're leading a prayer, Jesus.
Was
Jesus,
one person,
Jesus
you know,
prayer,
it was the whole
little
Congress.
little baby white Jesus prayer.
Well, what
Blonde
about
hair,
what
blue
about
eyed
the
Jesus
gentleman?
prayer, Jesus.
Oh, hold on.
Praise,
What about
praise
the
Jesus
gentleman with the
only."
cane? What about the gentleman with the cane that went against Trump with the first presser he had? Not presser, when he did his State of the Union. What
Is
about him?
that is that wait?
It's not
Are you
religious.
trying to like
What?
retort to what I just said?
Well, no, that was one person that's stupid. That's ignorant.
Okay,
In Congress.
except that Marjorie Taylor Greene also harassed Ilhan Omar and insisted that she swear in on a Bible.
Yeah, well, guess what? MGD's gone, so that's a good thing, right? We don't need people like that in our government.
You don't need people like that in your government.
No, not
Except that Stephen
Al Green.
Miller,
Thank you,
Stephen
Al
Miller
Green.
has said awful things
So
about
did Al Green?
Muslims.
Was he right by doing what he did?
Which part?
What do you mean? Al Green, he got up with his cane and had to be escorted out of the session.
The horror.
So what is that different than what that lady did to Omar?
Seriously?
Yeah, what's the difference?
I swear to God, these motherfuckers are just
I-
like either the most thin-skinned little bitches, or they just that
I
you
can-
know
I
you
condemned
know
it.
that you are playing coy, and you think it's a game. It's like
No, I condemned
I-
what you did.
I'm doing false equivalence because
condemned
Democrats
it.
kind
I
of
didn't
said
look what
something
Al
mean.
Green did
They called
either.
us a poopy head. I'm gonna sit here and like have my fainting couch about being called a poopy head. Like, dude, I thought that Republicans were supposed to have balls. Like, wasn't that the whole thing that a bunch of jackass Gen Z white dudes talked about all last year? Isn't that what Joe Rogan talked about? How the right wing was a bunch of alphas and shit. The same Joe Rogan who is now like a massive bitch trying to distance himself from Donald Trump and the right wing. You know, man, like I wasn't even like really that hardcore, you know, like
Well, that was
I don't
pretty
know.
badass what Trump did Saturday night.
What did he do?
Well, he illegal or not, he wanted to take out Maduro.
Illegal or not?
Illegal or not? but he
Illegal or
used our-
not?
Yes, but he had
Illegal or not?
yeah, and he had the balls, and he pulled off probably
Illegal-
one of the greatest kidnappings
Illegal
ever.
or not?
Call it a kidnapping, call it whatever you want. But when there's people in Miami celebrating, when there's the mayor of Miami celebrating on Trump's side that doesn't like Trump, I think this is going to give the Republicans some Venezuela votes in 2026.
So
I do believe that.
So you agree that if another country found Donald Trump guilty of a crime, they can be allowed to come over and kidnap him, and then
Well,
if
he
and then
has
if
been-
enough
he has been
and then
found
if
guilty,
enough
but-
and then if enough Americans celebrate, it's okay.
Hey, let China come over and try to steal the
And then
president.
if enough
That's fine. He gets
Americans
taken.
celebrate, it's okay. Right?
I'm not saying it's anything. Okay. We just saw what we saw on the TV. There are some happy Venezuelans right now. That's it. Can they be happy that maybe they get their country back?
Of course they're happy because Maduro was a piece of shit and he was a dictator. But that still doesn't really fix the problem, and it doesn't
And when
change
you have
the
a
fact.
dictator
And I'm still in the
1,300
middle of a
miles from your
sentence,
coast.
Raymond, and it
Sorry,
doesn't
sorry,
really
sorry.
change the fact in any manner, way, shape, or form that what Donald Trump did was wholly illegal because Nicolas Maduro was the head of state. And you can't go and kidnap the head of state from another country no matter what. It's just that's
But
it.
if he's working with T groups like Hezbollah,
It doesn't
aren't we
matter.
obligated?
It doesn't matter. I've already said no matter what. We are literally part of a UN charter that lays this out and that says that's not something you can do.
Well, then they can impeach him in 26 when they win. Fine.
No, they probably won't because Republicans are spineless little cucks who won't do anything.
Well, let me ask you this. The Republicans are spineless. How spineless was it when poor Waltz today has to not run again because his own party wouldn't stick by him?
No one said that
Because
his own party wouldn't stick by him.
Well, no, the numbers are in the. He was told your numbers.
Walz knows what he's doing, and he doesn't want to be a distraction, and he doesn't want anything. He doesn't want to give them any ammo. And also, Walz is tired of him and his family being fucking harassed by a bunch of fucking animals who are shitty people.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
I don't really. So if you're going to say that somehow, Walz, blah blah blah, like, poor, like, the guy, he's a career politician. Oh, yeah. He understands that there was some fucking political fallout. It has nothing to do with him. Normal people who are just like vaguely following this, they probably don't know the ins and outs of it. But anyone who's halfway intelligent or understands the situation at all knows this has zero to do with the Democrats or the government of Minnesota at all. In fact, there's more fraud going on in other states than there is in Minnesota.
Walt's not innocent in all this.
Sure is.
He's not innocent in all
this.
Cool,
then what crime did he commit?
No, he didn't commit crime.
You just said he wasn't innocent.
Because what you're not innocent is when your country, when your state has a lot of investments in Tesla, and you're pulling up your phone and are happy when Tesla's in the tank, you're not a smart man. When you're at your phone,
there's nothing illegal about what you just said, and it doesn't relate to what we were talking about, Raymond. So basically what you're doing is you're going off of feelings and vibes. Bro, can you actually operate off of fuck your feelings and your vibes, dude. We're living in the fucking real world, and I'm operating off of facts. Cool. You got it in the fifis for Walz. Sucks. But he's a fucking career politician. He knew exactly what needed to be done, and he did it. Big fucking whoop. You know what? He did the thing that so many Republicans can't and won't do, that Donald Trump would never do, which would be, I've assessed a political situation, and I've decided that it would be best for my party that even though I maybe didn't do anything wrong, I'm going to step aside for the benefit of my party and potentially for my country, if that's what I believe. I will step aside. I will step aside. No. I will just simply step aside because I believe that it's the right thing to do. Because he absolutely, almost certainly, probably could have made ground up. There's absolutely nothing about this story that probably couldn't have been mitigated over time. And even if that was the case, there's plenty of people, including Donald Trump, who would just fucking say, fuck it, and power through because they don't give a fuck about their party and they don't give a fuck about their country. They only fucking care about themselves. So, yeah, it says a lot about Tim. So it says a lot about Tim Walz as a person, as a politician, but as a person, that he's like, hey, this is going to be better for the Democratic Party. I'm out. So who fucking cares, dude? That's not a point in your favor.
But when your state has millions of dollars in Tesla funds and you wish for Tesla to go down, I think that's a little naive.
Oh no! Your feelings hurt. Cool. Go write Ann Landers about it, dude. Raymond, no one fucking cares. Why aren't you talking about the fraud in Texas and in Florida and in Mississippi that's going on at daycares? That's on the level of what we're seeing in Minnesota, but just wasn't really reported on because it wasn't Somalis. It wasn't dark people. Why aren't you talking about that? Why are you bitching and moaning about the fact that Walz said something you didn't like? Why aren't you talking about that, Raymond?
Well, what about when he was checking to see if Trump had unalived on that?
Oh, you're gonna you're really bitching and moaning more about Tim Walz.
No, so he got what he deserved. He got what he deserved. He wanted to play. He wanted to play with this administration,
bro.
And he played a little too hard.
He's done. Move the fuck on. Why are you even talking about him?
It was just I just don't think he was smart enough going forward. He should have just stuck his head down and kept his mouth shut. With those kind of things, not his business with Minnesota. He just passed a nice bill for workers to get if long-term care, if they're taking off for their kids. He did some good things in Minnesota. No one's saying he didn't. No one's saying he's guilty of fraud. He just got himself in a situation, and his own party didn't want him to run anymore.
Wow.
He met with the guy. He met with
wow,
the state
cool
leaders.
story, Raymond. Anyways, I understand that you you like are obsessed with Tim Walz, but great, that's done.
Well, what was he calling that right now?
Dude, we've already established that he's not running again. I literally have pointed out to you, do you think that Donald Trump would just gracefully step down in that situation? What would Donald Trump do?
Oh, we don't know. It hasn't happened.
No. You know what Donald Trump would do. Donald Trump would yell and scream and make it a huge deal, and he would never step away, even though everyone would be telling him, you're going to tear the Republican ticket in two, you're going to this, you're going to that, it's going to ruin our chances here, this is going to do this, it's going to do that. He wouldn't listen to any of those people. He would plow ahead because he would feel that it was in his best interest, and his ego was so outsized that he would only do what he thinks is right for him. That's why he's not a good president and not a good person. But mainly, that's why he's not a good president, is because he can't ever put, and that's because he can't ever put America before himself. Everything is always Trump first, and then maybe potentially America, but only like white America and the top 5% of income earners.
You look pretty white to me too.
Raymond, be quiet. You talk an awful lot.
Okay. Why do you have to be so rude, Erica?
Because you don't stop talking. I've been sitting here for like 15 minutes and you don't stop talking. You know how we know Donald Trump wouldn't stop if he was like to do something that was bad and everyone saw him doing something that was bad. You know how we know he wouldn't step down? Because he fucking did it. He did it. He tried to use a slate of fake electors to take an election.
I don't know. On January 20th, he walked away.
I'm still talking. So he didn't walk away. He continued to campaign for 4 years. I don't know if you remember history, Raymond. What's ironic about this is I was led to believe everyone loves Raymond, but I actually think everyone thinks Raymond's a pain in the arse. Actually.
Oh, that was quite nice. Well, we're not in a situation where Trump has to make that decision to leave. What has he done at a level where he should resign right now? Because he took Maduro out. Is that what we're going to get him for?
Do you not remember the slate of fake electors, Raymond, where he shouldn't have stood again because he tried to illegally take an election? Do you not remember? That's very convenient.
Did he take an election or did he leave when he was supposed to leave?
Has he conceded, Raymond?
Well, I don't know. Now that he hasn't conceded. I don't like him for that.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we agree.
He should have owned that a little
agree,
better.
Raymond.
Okay, thank you. You guys should have just let him win in 2020 and he'd be gone by now. We would not be here anymore. Hey, 2020, I thought he was done.
Another country, Raymond, could have just come and kidnapped him, couldn't they? Because he would have been an illegitimate president. So.
Well, they did try to take him out. Someone did. And I'm not saying our Secret Service was culpable, but when he didn't get the men he needed that day in Butler, because that's concerning. And we never really got answers from that either. Because that seemed a little bit too easy to me for a 20-year-old kid.
Wouldn't you have thought, though, Raymond? I mean, we've been under a Trump DOJ, a Trump FBI, a Trump CIA since January this year. Wouldn't you have thought if there was anything like that linked the Butler, Pennsylvania kid to anything like truly nefarious, rather than him just being an individual acting on his own? We'd have heard all about it, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was that intentional. I think it was less men, less. I mean, we just took a man from Venezuela, and we let the president be open to a unaliving maybe like that because we had less Secret Service. There was 3 other events going on that day with Kamala Harris, Jill Biden, and Joe Biden. So it was thin picking for the Secret Service agents. So did the ball get dropped a little bit? They say, you don't need 20 agents. You can use 10 over here. The guy was on top of the building of the command post they were in. Are you kidding me?
How many people do you think are in the Secret Service, Raymond?
Thousands.
So they can only spare 10 of them to look after Donald Trump.
Listen, the guy was on the roof of the command center. He was on the roof of the command center. How crazy is that? Who let that happen?
So Raymond, are you saying that the Secret Service was in on it?
No, I'm just saying that it might have been sloppy work when it came to what protection he needed and what was acceptable at that time with the threat assessments and all that was going on from Iran and everything that was being made against him. And against Biden too, and against Harris too. I think they dropped the ball, yes. Because there are videos of the police officers saying, I told them they were supposed to watch this top of this building. I told the Secret Service this. There's video with the police officer in Butler that day. So there are some questions, and yes, it has been addressed with Trump. What questions? What I just said. Was there a allotted amount of agents there to protect the president? Maybe not, but I don't think they're going to pursue it because it's a bad look for our Secret Service.
Do you think that was intentional?
Intentional what?
To not put enough agents there?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. What was it? We're supposed to be the best Secret Service in the world, right? We let a 20-year-old sit on top of the building at the command center, and you think that's all right?
So are you saying that it was?
Yeah, they're culpable. Absolutely.
No. What's the implication in what you're saying? You say, there are questions.
That the leadership in that Secret Service event was spotty. It was new people out of the Philadelphia office, and they didn't protect the president right. So yes, maybe someone should be held accountable, and some people were fired. We know that.
Okay, so then that's being held accountable.
Buddy, he was on the roof of the headquarters. Come on, let's be the command center.
So are you saying that there was an inside job or some shit?
It only takes 1 or 2 people, right?
Only takes 1 or 2 people what?
Yeah, to say, hey, leave that building open.
So you're saying it was an inside job?
Well, I do know what Trump said. Trump said that he got the report from the Secret Service, and he kind of was fine with it. But yes, his sons wrote books, and they were not fine with it. It was their dad.
Are you saying it was an inside job or not?
It could be, yes.
Could be. Do you think that?
Do I think it? I think no. I think it was just sloppy work. People that didn't know what they were doing were in charge of Trump, and I'm sure Jill had pretty good service that day. We don't know the exact numbers of what she had versus what he had, but I'm sure she was well protected.
I don't think you say that
because she had rallies the same day, and Kamala did too.
Oh, okay. And so you're saying that they had better protection? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay.
When the guy is on the roof,
you're implying intent then.
Yeah, well, he was on the roof of the command center.
Okay, so then it is an inside job.
It could be. I can't say for sure. I don't know.
No, because like you're saying that Jill and Kamala, they were protected. And
I don't know.
Trump
if I
wasn't,
have to
and
use
so
critical thinking,
that proves that something intent.
Well, I have to say this. If I'm in the command center in the building and on top of the building is a
holy
booter,
shit, dude, I understand.
That's kind of crazy, right?
I understand the command center thing, dude. Like you don't have to keep saying it. I'm trying to get you to make an affirmative statement.
Yeah, I think there could have been 1 or 2 people that wouldn't have minded him not being alive the next day.
1 or 2 people where? In what position?
Yes, in the Secret Service.
In the Secret Service, you're telling me that if there were 2 people in the Secret Service there that day that did not want him alive, are you telling me that what?
What?
I mean, think about what you're saying.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
No, Raymond, you don't.
Think about what you're. I said this to all of you chuckle fucks the night it happened, because every single one of you was foaming at the mouth, saying, "This is the left is doing it.
It absolutely was a pinball
Inside
incentive.
job, dude." Think about what you're saying.
Yeah, what's what I'm saying, Nemo. It was on the building of the command center. Is that a
Jesus
little
Christ!
obvious?
Oh my God. Okay, so
right,
think
well-
about what you're saying. The Secret Service is charged with protecting Donald Trump for the rest of his natural life. They literally guard him while he takes a shit. Are you telling me that if one or two of them really wanted to make sure that that guy did not breathe, that is the only opportunity they had to make sure that would happen?
Well, these things aren't done easily, and obviously, if you
According to
leave
you,
one-
they are.
well, if you leave one building open, you give a guy a clean
Well, okay, so
shot.
then it must be done easily. So are you telling me there's one or two people that want him unalived? Why was he not unalived then?
Yeah, they picked the wrong guy, I guess, right?
They picked the wrong guy. What the fuck are you talking about? Those one or two people still existed after Jackass got blown away.
Nemo, they don't do this out in the forefront, you know. And we don't know how deep it goes.
That's literally what happened, though. It was on TV when it happened. It was out in the forefront. If you're saying that that there are one or two Secret Service agents that wanted him to not live, why is it that at any point prior to that or after that, that Donald Trump didn't mysteriously, oh shit, had a heart attack. Oh man.
Well, didn't they try? Didn't the guy try again to sit at his golf course all night
Didn't the
waiting?
guy try again?
Yeah, there was a guy. We know. I can't
It
remember. his
wasn't
name.
the same guy.
I know it was a different guy. That was the second attempt. A month later, 2 months later.
So you're saying that the Secret Service got another guy?
No, I'm not saying they got it. I think the Butler thing is very confusing because we have the best Secret
I think
Service
that
in
you're
the
not
world.
making affirmative statements, but
Dude,
you want to make a
how
lot of
is a guy
implications.
how does a guy get on a roof that's 20 years old? with a
Holy
friend-
fuck.
Come on.
Oh god.
Come on.
Oh god.
I'm confused though. Where was he, Raymond? Where was he? The guy in Butler? I'm confused. Couldn't remember.
He was on the roof of the command center.
Oh,
and took
okay, got
shots.
it. That's good. Good. Just
Yeah,
wanted to
thank
know.
you.
Okay, cool. Hey, I do hate to interrupt this, but I do have to read a couple of things off real quick because these things have gone by for a while. Thanks over on the tube for the super chat from Tech Raven. It says "Party of Law and Order?" ? Yeah, right. How about that? Party of Law and Order. Thank you to Soul of a Beer Can for the 666 on the green app. It says, "Because libs aren't grape apologists." Thank you. Thank you to Pat for the 2 on the green app. It says, "From the DNC." Thank you. I expect more from the DNC in the future. The DNC could really step it up. They've got a lot to give. Thank you to Matthew for the 5 on the blue app. It says, "Putting up with Raymond, the MAGA chud you can count on to bring stupidity to any live stream." Ouch, that hurts, bud. Thank you to Tara, or Tara. I don't know which way you pronounce it. For the 10 on the blue app, it says, "The last few guests have been on par. Sheesh." Yes, absolutely. And then lastly, Taylor on the blue app says, "Ask Raymond if that's his real voice. It feels like a choice. And if not, yikes."
And how come we don't know nothing about this kid? We couldn't get into his bones.
Anyways, so I just want to say
We know nothing about this kid.
Just want to say thank you to everyone supporting. You can support all of us via links in our bios. So that's the way. If you got any support you'd like to give or any messages you'd like us to read off, we can do it. So
Could you imagine if it was successful? That kid
You
was
know,
successful.
you know, Raymond.
It'd
do
be
you know
over.
how I know? Do you know how I know that you're not listening to what Matt's saying? Do you know how I know?
Oh, there we go.
Because you're continuing to carry on with the same thing, even though like 3 or 4 people had incredibly legitimate points about things that you'd just been saying, and he finished talking and then you just carried on with the same thing. You're
Oh, there
not
was.
listening.
Oh, so I'm not listening. What do you mean I'm not listening? There's questions about what happened that day. That's all I'm saying.
What did Matt just say, Raymond?
Erica, go ahead.
What did Matt just say?
Well, what he was reading off these stupid things that he gets money, but that's what he was doing.
And those people, some of them are asking you questions, Raymond.
Yeah, I didn't know he was asking me those questions. He was reading something off. Was there a question in there for me?
So, yeah, right. Thank you for confirming you were not in fact listening, exactly as I said.
No, I wasn't listening to his messages. I was trying to think about what I was going to say next, because you guys don't think there could have been some, maybe just they just didn't do it the right thing, right? I mean,
Raymond, if I were in the command center, how would I know there was someone on the roof of the command center? Is the roof transparent?
No, but when the police officer in Butler
glad.
said, "Why weren't there men on the roof?" I told them we need men on the roof.
Were the police there that day as well?
Yeah, but guess what? They had a meeting.
So if the police were there, no, Raymond, I'm fed up of you just talking. If the police were there, why didn't they, and they could see that the Secret Service weren't doing something on the command center, why didn't they do it?
Well, there was a lot of different mistakes that made. They weren't on the same. They could have.
Oh,
they
so
could
the
have had them
police
off.
were in on it as well. Got you.
Well, no. What happened? Remember when they first saw him on the stage? No, when they first saw the guy on the roof, they had about maybe 30 seconds to a minute to get Trump off the stage, but they all weren't wired to the same radio channel. That was a problem.
Hang on. I just want to draw your attention to this, Raymond. Even after this had occurred, when all the Secret Service bundled on to Donald Trump, and then they were trying to pull him off the stage, he wouldn't fucking let them. So can you imagine if they'd all tried to get him off the stage before anything had happened? Because even after it had happened, he was resisting them taking him anywhere.
So I don't know, Erica, maybe next time you maybe try to get on the live, your emotions kick in. We don't know what he was feeling. He just thought he maybe got hit by a bullet, right? So what do you expect? What do you expect him to do? He did what his body told him to do, was fight or flight, fight or flight. I think it was pretty heroic, actually.
Thank you, Matthew, for the blue app. He said, for putting up with Raymond, the MAGA chud you can count on to bring stupidity to any live stream. Thank you for that. And Tara, thank you for
But
the
now
other
you're,
blue app.
but here's what Erica's doing. She's trying to tell somebody they were just maybe.
Thank you to Phil on the blue app for the tube. It says the head of the current Secret Service is Sean Curran. He was an agent at Butler. And then thank you to Catherine on the blue app.
But he wasn't the head of the
Thank you to Catherine on the blue app for the 10. It says, Dear Matt, he's on the roof of the command center. Love Burbles. Oh, Burbles. Thank you, Burbles. It says he's on the roof of the. Thank you. I was looking for the answer to that, guys. It's on the roof of the command center. Thank you. Okay. All right. Yes, Raymond. Go ahead. Thank you.
And Sean was promoted to the. Well, hey, let me tell you something. Jill promoted the person that was a Secret Service director. That was Jill's longtime Secret Service person, and she promoted him to her. She promoted her to the head of the Secret Service, just like Trump now promoted Sean to the head of the Secret Service. There's nothing wrong with that. He was not in charge of the Butler thing. An Secret Service out of Philadelphia were in charge of that. You know, they do site planning. They do a lot of things before the rally, obviously. But someone didn't plan it so good. Now, we don't know. Were they not skilled? Were they not trained enough? Who knows? We don't know we never got the exact numbers on how many he had versus what he should have had versus threat assessment from Iran. So we don't know. But it was a little too, if you're a Trump supporter, it was a little too close for comfort.
To the person that asked if Raymond ever breathes, he actually has gills behind his ears, so
no one's perfect.
He doesn't have to stop talking. It's quite
well, I want you to at
ingenious,
least
really.
admit that there was mistakes made that day, maybe.
Nobody's
You can't at
saying
least
there
admit
weren't,
that?
Raymond. Raymond, nobody's saying there weren't.
Okay, good. At least we agree to that.
I don't remember anyone saying that. It just your implication that it was somehow nefarious. I think that was the thing that we were going on.
Well, they're not all on the same channel. That's for serious. Why not? They could have got him off way in time. But yeah, they could have pulled him off. That's bullshit, Eric. If the Secret Service said we got to go, there's someone on a roof, Trump would have disembarked the stage. Yes, he would
What
have.
roof?
The command center roof.
No,
There was time. He was up there getting ready, and people saw him.
Up
There's
where?
footage from the beat. There's footage of the man
He
on
was
top
up
of
where?
the command center roof. So there was time to get Trump
What roof?
off the stage. But guess what? They weren't on the same radio frequencies. That's surprising also. They couldn't even get him off the stage because there was no one to. They weren't picking up the transmission because they were on different channels. How is that possible with our Secret Service in 2025 or 4 it was 25?
Because humans fuck up sometimes. Raymond.
Yeah, but you can't fuck up like that because
Sure,
people die.
sure. But no, but not Trump. He didn't. He was fine. So presumably the fact that he was fine means that they did a good job, right?
Hey, well, remember when he walked out of the RNC with that stupid bandage on his head? You know how many Secret Service he had around him? More than too many. So what? Yeah.
Too many. They can't do right for doing wrong, can they? Too many round him one day, not enough round him another.
Who authorized that for him for that RNC? That was Joe Biden did that for him. Thank you.
Isn't it weird how I'm not even because I've already got one, but it's weird how his ear 2 weeks later showed absolutely no signs of anything, isn't it?
Yeah, he got lucky. Yeah, maybe it was a piece of glass. Maybe it was the end of a whatever. He got lucky. He could have been unalive. We know that. We saw the video.
He almost got kirked.
Yeah, but he didn't, and it changed the direction. You know what? It would have. Kamala would have won, obviously, or Biden would have stayed in and won, and he would have been done. But it went the other way, and it actually propulsed him to the election. You can't buy a shot like that under the flag and everything. You know, you can say,
can you? Or can you, Raymond?
What? You don't think there was 1 million people taking pictures that day? It wouldn't happen like that. Come on, of course. Oh, if it was staged, then you guys are more crazy than I think.
You said it was you, but you're
You
quite
said
happy to
that
believe
it was set up.
No, I said that it was a good picture of him with the fist in the air. He has it in the Oval Office. No, he has it not in the Oval Office. When you come into the White House, it's a portrait. It greets you at the White House. That picture, by the way. He went full stop on that.
Raymond, I don't know if you're aware of this about Donald Trump, but he's a narcissist. He has pictures of himself everywhere.
Yeah, he likes himself. I know.
His picture is kind of like your voice. His picture in the White House is like your voice in this live. Can't get away from it. It's everywhere.
So we're just going to say that it was just some 20-year-old kid who was going to the range and learning.
Oh my God! No one cares. Yes.
All right, well.
Yes, and yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I think it helped him in the end. I think it
Just
helped
remind me though, where was the kid, Raymond?
He was on the roof of the command center. I know it's crazy that I got to keep saying that.
Drink.
I don't drink, man.
No, I'm telling the chat because it's our drinking game.
You're driving the rest of us to it though, Raymond, just so you know.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure I don't drive you to drink. I'm sure Trump
Raymond,
does that.
Raymond. Okay, so we've got Trump capturing head of state from another country illegally. Now, what's going to happen in Venezuela?
Well, apparently we're going to take this vice president and they're going to work with her and see if we can get the oil going again and maybe stabilize that country and the region.
Oh, so we're going to run the country is what they've said.
We didn't say we're running the country. I think they're
Literally
going to let
said-
that vice president
They
run it.
literally said, "We're gonna run the country for a time." They've
Yeah,
said
Trump
those
said we're
words.
gonna run the country.
They've said those words verbatim. That's a direct quote, not paraphrasing. We're gonna run the country.
And we never run. What do we do? What do we do in the Iraq War? We did
So
the same thing.
okay, great. But I thought the whole point of Donald Trump and what you guys were crowing about for fucking ever was no new wars and America
Well, yeah.
first and be isolated.
Absolutely.
So what the fuck is this?
Well, when you have Hezbollah and people like that in that country,
No.
that is a danger to us.
No. It's
Yes.
not. No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's really not.
that could be another
No.
9/11 out of that country against us.
No, it couldn't.
Okay.
The range that you're talking about is absolutely fucking absurd. That's
What about the group that was?
Hang on,
What,
hang on.
Hold-
Raymond, I have a question for you.
yes, ma'am.
The fatwa issued by Osama bin Laden that eventually led to 9/11 happening. Why was that fatwa issued?
Say
What-
it again. 'Cause I don't understand exactly what you want.
Okay,
Me.
so I don't know if everyone remembers the kind of run up to 9/11. Okay, but the basics of it were like a year to 2 years before, Osama bin Laden issued a fatwa. Okay, and he gave a reason why he wanted the United States to do something. So a fatwa is basically like a kind of it's like issuing a kind of religious indictment, if you like, and saying we want you to do this thing, and if you don't do this thing, something's going to happen, right? Then you had a whole bunch of first of all, I think it was bombings of embassies in Nairobi and Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. And they were done simultaneously at the exact same time, planned, and the weapons used to do them were built in the same place and all of that. It was very definitely planned. Then you had the US, the ship in Aden Harbor. Was it the Cook?
Cole, USS
The
Cole.
Cole, there we go. Yeah, the USS Cole in Aden Harbor. And all of these things were warnings to the US that they wanted them to do something. What was the thing, Raymond, that they were saying they wanted them to do?
I don't know what I know. We supported bin Laden at one point. He
Okay,
was giving money.
okay, that's way before this. That's way before
I don't
this.
know what you're relying.
So what bin Laden said was, we want the US to leave the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, because we're fed up of the US having a presence in the Arabian Peninsula. So my question to you would be, do you think people being in charge of a country is going to make people friendly to you, or is it going to radicalize people against you?
We're supposed to have our feelings, or if our feelings get hurt because we're hurting other countries or going against them, different political ways around the world. Now we got to feel sorry for them because they might poo-poo us.
Who
So we
said
have
that?
to worry.
Who said that, Raymond?
Raymond?
Raymond, I asked you a very
You're
direct
basically
question.
saying you're saying it's our fault. We let it happen because we didn't
It's
listen.
your fault. Right. Is it Donald Trump's fault that that this thing has happened in Venezuela right now?
No, it's not Donald Trump's fault.
So Donald Trump didn't order it. Whose fault is it then?
No, it's Maduro's fault for being a shit leader.
And the US gets to decide if the leader of another country is shit now, and if the US thinks they're shit, they get to take them out. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess right now we're in a legal debate over
Okay,
it.
so
Let's see
I
how it
think
works out.
I think the leader of the US is shit. So
It was after 9/11 because remember we didn't know that was coming unless we did, but we
you
didn't know a
did know
lot.
it was coming. Jesus,
Yeah, but not to that
Raymond.
extent. Not to that extent, Erica. And look at all the changes we made after 9/11 with our agencies.
I guarantee you, I know
We had to
more.
overhaul
I
everything.
guarantee you, Raymond, that I know more about that than you do.
Oh, I'm
I
sure you do. You're
guarantee
very smart, Erica. No one said you're not. There's just two sides to every story. And your side's not always perfect and correct. Either is Trump's side or the Republican. No one's perfect. Obviously, they didn't have weapons of mass destruction. We were lied to as Americans. Maybe the Bushes kind of sold us something that wasn't true. We get that.
Nemo, are you okay? You look like Raymond's voice is giving you a headache. I just wanted to check in on you.
He's
Nemo's a good guy.
He's so stupid.
Oh, I'm stupid, Nemo.
He's so fucking stupid. It's like,
and you know,
you're just saying phrases in response, little cliches, little.
you know what's more amazing? The second attempt on Trump, it was a lady, a woman, a beautiful woman in Palm Beach who noticed the guy walking to his car, leaving after the shoots were fired at Trump. Not near him, but close, right? It was on the
Did
eighth
I
hole.
black out? Did I black out?
No.
When did we start talking about? When did we start
this
talking
was the
about
second
assassination attempts again?
No, I'm just saying this woman was. He's the one
And
that saw it.
imagine everybody that a beautiful lady who is beautiful has the presence of mind. Shut up,
Yeah.
Raymond. Stop unmuting. A beautiful lady who presumably their consideration is all around staying beautiful. Imagine a beautiful lady noticing something that isn't themselves in a mirror. Like it was a beautiful lady.
It was a figure of
And
speech.
because of course beautiful ladies
Figure of speech.
they don't notice things. Then they can't be intelligent or observant because they're beautiful. Okay, guys, I just want you to remember this. If you happen to be a beautiful lady, then you're not capable of anything outside of just being a beautiful lady. Okay? In fact, I don't know how I'm here now. Being a beautiful lady, I don't know how I'm here now and I'm actually able to talk because, you know, I'm a beautiful lady and that should be my main worry is being beautiful.
Well, for her, they got him on the Florida Turnpike. So, I mean, that was pretty huge of that lady. Thank you. And a woman did. It wasn't some burly ass guy chasing him down. This woman's chasing a killer down. Pretty nice.
Because, guys, beautiful ladies shouldn't be able to run. Not only was she observant, but she was a freaking athlete. That she deserves a round of applause.
You had some balls. I give her that.
It deserves a round of applause for being beautiful and an athlete and observant.
Raymond, if she had some balls, I feel like you guys wouldn't like her very much, and this is a problem for you.
No, women are women and men are men. Let's be honest. And I mean, if you're a woman,
be quiet, Raymond. In Raymond's honor, I'm gonna make a T-shirt and put it in my store. I'm gonna do this today, and on the front of it, it's just gonna say, "I'm a beautiful lady."
Yeah, I call someone a beautiful lady, and I'm getting what? What did I say so wrong? Plus, you weren't affected in 9/11, Erica. You were in your safe little country over there, okay?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I seem to
None of your
remember.
people died. Americans died, not British.
No, actually, there were British people that died. 100% there were British people that died. Show me that where there weren't any British people.
Who
that
ran
died.
Canton Fitzgerald? That's in
Show me where there weren't any British people.
I'm
that
sure
died.
some Britons died. Yes.
Okay, so you were wrong. Cool. But also, I want to point out that there were a ton of things that happened pre and post 9/11, also related to Al Qaeda, that happened in this country. You may remember the 7/7 bombings that occurred on the tube and on buses in London. So yeah, we were, and by the way, we were also affected because we fucking went to war for you, Raymond. We went to war for you. Hi, Obi.
You know what, Matt? Someone made a comment in the comments. They should have cleaned the roof of the command center. Guess what? They did that same night a little early. I was heard that they were spraying that roof down way early than maybe they should have, of the blood and everything.
Drink.
It's amazing.
Matt, how's Obi doing?
Obi's been doing a lot better. His
Good.
course of rest and steroids.
They
is
say
definitely
dogs
off.
look like their owners.
If only Matt looked like Obi. What the fuck are you talking about? Matt would be far better looking if he looked like Obi.
I said they look good together. A man and his dog. There's nothing more wholesome than that.
It's a beautiful dog. It's a beautiful dog. Matt, is Obi observant? Would he run after, even in his heels? Would he run after an assailant in his heels?
Yeah, he would. He'd go after an assailant. Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, hey, listen. Kamala put out a couple of statements over the last couple of days, and I wish the best for her. I think she was shafted by the Biden administration, as per her book. They kind of put the screws to her and didn't include her in a lot. You know, I'm not saying J.D. Vance gets any more airtime that Kamala did, but he does get a little more. He's in the meetings. Biden shielded her because he was afraid of her. He didn't want her around the White House.
I'm not saying that J.D. Vance gets any more airtime than Kamala Harris, but I just want to let you all know he gets more airtime than Kamala Harris.
Well,
So I
she
am
said
in
her
fact
book
admitting
that they
I
said.
am in fact admitting that J.D. Vance does in fact get more airtime than Kamala
Well, Erica,
Harris.
what about her book? What about her book? The quote she made about them sabotaging her. What do you say to that?
I haven't read it. I couldn't.
Okay,
possibly
well, it's
comment,
true. It's
Raymond.
fact. Biden's team was sabotaging her.
Have you
That's what-
have you read it? Have you read
I
it,
read-
Raymond?
I haven't read the whole book, but there's so many.
But
There's so
you
many
just
quotes
read
out
you
there.
just read that part.
No, she said it. You can listen to interviews with her. She wasn't fond of the way they treated her at the end. It's almost like they didn't want her to win. Or Biden didn't want him to win her to win. But we saw how that went down. After that debate, it fell apart for the poor man. And I like Biden. I have nothing against him. He was our president. He was my president. I respected him and I rooted for him. Simple as that. You guys don't root for Trump. That's the problem. I rooted for Biden.
It's not a fucking baseball game, bro.
No, he's the president. You root for him.
No.
Why
you-
wouldn't I
you
root for
don't.
Biden?
It's not a fucking baseball game.
Oh, he's the president. He's my president. Even though Trump lost 2020, Biden's my president. I shouldn't root for him?
I don't care if you root for somebody or not. He's a
I want him to do good for our
politician.
country.
I don't
Yes.
want any politician individually to do good for our country. What I want is I want our government to function, and I want it as a collective whole to do its job as it's laid out in the Constitution, in the preamble. Provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity. That's what I want. I don't point at individual politicians and say that shit. The fact that you guys do is so weird.
I always liked Joe Biden.
That's
How
great.
can you not? He's
Great. That's
Yeah.
fine. I wanted Joe Biden to succeed, but like this whole like I'm rooting for this or that, blah blah. Like, no, I just want the government to work. And then you're nuanced about like I agree with Biden on this policy and I don't on that, and et cetera, et cetera. Then it's not, oh, I'm rooting for this team or not rooting for this. It's actually understanding policy and knowing what you are supporting. not
infrastructure
supporting.
deal in Michigan was huge for Michigan. All our roads were fixed because of Biden. Love that for Biden.
Great.
That's perfect. Did I
That's-
love his policy on the border? No.
That's okay.
Simple as that.
Yeah, that's
Kind of things like that.
yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying that like to be like, well, you guys don't root for Trump. It's not about that. If the government functions well and the executive branch does its job and they don't, destroy our country, great. I would be happy with that. But that's not what's happening.
Hey, Matt, let me ask you a question. In the last year, how much money have you made off the stock market and Trump's economy? I think you've done pretty well because you're a pretty smart guy. You own businesses. You know the deal. You're making money under the Trump administration right now, and we know that.
No.
So don't say you're not.
Nope.
You have investments.
Yeah, I took a major hit in my investments earlier in the year, and business
Yeah, and we're
year over
Matt,
and
come on.
business year over year is down over 30%.
Well, I don't know what business you're in, but if you're in the market, you saw what hit today. I mean, we're almost at what 5,000. What is it? 50? What is whatever it is? What did it close at today? Hold on. $9,002. That's pretty good. People are making money. 401ks, middle class people working for companies.
Yeah.
Their 401ks are building. We know that.
Great,
Yeah, there was a dip in April last year. We know that.
great.
Yeah, so how is that not helping the American people if they have 401ks? And a lot of people do. I don't know the percentage, but most people that work for companies that are maybe over 100 have 401ks.
I like how you didn't. I like how you didn't address the second part of what I said.
Because I don't know the exact numbers of how many people in America have 401ks tied to their company.
I like how you
okay?
didn't
But I'm
address
sure
the
there's a
second
lot.
part of what I said.
What's the second part?
You didn't listen to it, did you?
No, you said you lost 30% in your business. What kind of business do you do?
Business, I'm down. I'm not going to say specifically what I do, but year over year down 30%, and that's directly related to a number of different issues, not the least of which being the tariffs.
Okay.
So,
Well, guess what? Like Trump done. Yeah, you know how you have 50 million companies, you go bankrupt 6 or 7, but you finally make it and you figure out what works for you. So obviously his golf courses work for him, his properties work for him, the hotel kind of business works for him. Okay, he found his niche, real estate.
Oh, his niche is making money while he's the president. Cool.
Well, I don't know, Erica. So his sons can't make money with a company they own that his father really has nothing to do with right now because he can't.
He has nothing to do with it.
He's not running the everyday of those businesses, and you know that.
why is he taking business?
sons are.
Then why is he taking business meetings and saying that he's taking business meetings?
Hey, is he keeping up with his business?
Why is
probably
he taking business meetings if he's not running the business?
Who's with business meetings?
Why is he taking business meetings?
I don't know. I'm not in the Oval Office.
I don't know either. If he's not running the business, why is he taking business meetings, Raymond?
Which business meetings did he take?
I don't know, because if he's not running a business, why would he be taking business meetings?
I guess he's not. His sons are.
But he is, and he said that he is. Holy fuck, dude. The guy doesn't fucking care. He literally is like, I am doing this.
Well, let me ask you a question, Matt. Who's the only president that has pardoned 6 of his family members? Let's start there.
That was
6 family members.
What was that?
Immediate family members.
Hold on, time out. And what were their crimes? And what were their crimes?
Who?
And what were
There's
their
no
crimes?
That's the problem.
Oh, okay, got it. So basically, what you're saying is that what Joe Biden did was preemptively pardon his own family members because he feared that if Donald Trump was elected, that he was going to be so vindictive that he was going to try to prosecute his political opponents right away, even with unfounded charges. Wow, that would certainly never Oh, wait. Hold on. That's exactly what he's done now with 3 different people already, and it hasn't even been a year that he's been in office. Good for fucking Joe Biden for having the foresight to know exactly what Donald Trump was going to do.
Like they did to him. They tried to take his business money away, $500
No,
million
those two
settlement,
things are not
right?
the same, Raymond, and you know it. And what I just described to you has
Well,
nothing to
I
do
don't
with what
think it
you
was a
just
good
said.
look for Joe Biden.
And that was
Pardon-
really fucking
he pardoned his
stupid when you
sister-in-law,
said that,
brother-in-law.
because that really just proved that, again, you're not listening to understand.
Hey,
you just want
he
to
set
say
the stage,
things
Matt.
because all that you have, Raymond, is whataboutism. You can't have an
he
actual
pardoned his
conversation.
family.
Is there anyone that I can speak to over there that can direct me to an answer for a fucking question?
You don't pardon people that are
Is there
innocent.
anyone
Preemptive
there?
pardon.
I'd like to speak to a manager, please. Can I press 0 now?
Yeah, pardon your son is
Can
fine.
I
We
speak
get
to
why
a
you did that.
Manager.
sister-in-law,
I'd
your
like to speak
brother-in-law,
to
your
a
brother, your
manager,
sister?
please. Because I'd like to get an
Shady,
answer to
buddy.
my question now. I don't just need another whataboutism back at me.
It's not what about it. He did it. It's fact. He pardoned him.
No one cares because I just explained to you why he preemptively pardoned people that had committed no crime.
Oh, it's because they were on top of the command center, Matt. That's why it was.
No, man, I don't think you pardon your family if they did nothing wrong. That's just me. Look, Comey's free now. Letitia James is free. Trump was trying. They went after him. He wanted
Wait a
them
second.
back.
So you admit that he went after them with unfounded allegations and he could not secure indictments against them, right?
No, he believed Comey.
No,
lied
listen
the
to what
FBI.
I'm saying. I want an answer to my question now, Raymond. I'm done with this.
That's fine.
Okay, great.
Biden shouldn't have
So
pardoned his
you
family.
so you
Simple,
agree that Letitia James and James Comey didn't actually commit a crime because their indictments were laughed off, right? But Donald Trump
Yeah, they didn't.
fired the prosecutor that he himself appointed originally because he wouldn't file charges because he knew that the case was bunk. So he installed his insurance attorney who had never tried a fucking case and didn't even know how to properly write the indictment, so that when she went to the federal court, the judge was like, "This is not right." That's the
You're getting
person.
mad
That's
because
the
you know.
person. Now listen, Raymond, this is the important part. You're going to sit there. You're going to sit there and you're going to say Donald Trump isn't attacking people in politically motivated charges and that Joe Biden wasn't right in preemptively pardoning his family to avoid that.
No, you
even though
don't pardon
Donald
your
Trump
family
is
if they-
doing the thing that Joe Biden
No, you don't pardon. You don't pardon your family as a president.
really what law says that?
Well, there's no
What
law.
law
but guess
says
what?
that?
He opened.
Great. Then if there's not a
Trump's gonna
law,
do it
great.
now.
Then if there's not a law, who fucking cares? Because you guys don't give a
I know.
fuck even when there are laws that say things. You
Well,
don't
and
fucking
Trump-
care, do you?
Well, when Trump does it in 3 years, don't get mad when he.
There's no law. You don't fucking
I
care
didn't
when
say
Donald
there was
Trump
law.
breaks the actual fucking laws. So why the fuck do you care that Joe Biden did something that's completely fucking legal?
Yeah, he pardoned his father-in-law 10.
Why do you care that Donald Trump...
Don't care.
Good.
I don't care.
Then stop talking about it. What the fuck?
Fine. It just looks shady to me. But who am I?
Nobody.
And I'm sure
Thank you
Holy Christ.
to both Claudia and Bonnie combining together, joining forces to just give Raymond exactly what he fucking deserved.
I think
Thank you
it's very
to
difficult. I'm sorry.
Haley for the Blue app. He said, it's almost like he should have held his rally indoors, like he was advised to do, but didn't because he's too cheap. Well, it was on top of the roof. Next to the auto pen.
Stop it. Thank you to Hate Everything over on the Tube for the super chat, although it doesn't say anything. Sorry about that, but thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you to Devil Doll for your super chat. It says your patience with him is commendable, so irritating. Yeah, agreed. Thank you to Tech Raven again on the Tube. Was there a beautiful lady in the command center? Okay, you're in trouble for that one. Also, thank you to Devil Doll 641. Holy cow, is it over? Yes, I think our long national nightmare is over.
I love the way that in Raymond's mind that if you're a woman and you see a threat and you happen to be a beautiful lady, by the way,
Lady.
just letting you know you're a beautiful lady and you see a threat. I love that in his mind you do nothing about it. You just do nothing because you're so busy being beautiful. You can't do anything about anything. Yeah. Oh no, Raymond, that's a great point, Steve. I'm not sure Raymond does have a mind. That's a great point.
Frederica says, I'm drunk on a Monday night thanks to Raymond and the roof. I didn't see. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Frederica. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, friend. Appreciate that on the Blue app. So sorry for any of you that that you got inebriated because we were command center drinking. All right. We're right at the 2 a.m. mark. We're right about at the time. So this is probably a good spot to put a little bow on it. We had some. There were some people. There were some times and some people. In those times, the people we had. Remember Jessica? Yes, I do remember Jessica. I'm actually probably going to go over on the Tube and rewatch some of that. And by the way, if you guys haven't already, if you're not aware, obviously we're over on the Tube. You can go over and you can like and subscribe over there. To all of us, to myself, to Neil, and to Erica, we all have accounts over there. It's a great way. If you don't stay up every night, if there's a night that you miss or anything like that, you can go over there and you can catch the full replay. Lots and lots of fun. So,
Matt,
what do you got?
Can you send me the beautiful lady clip? Because I feel like that's one that I would like to post.
I'll make sure that we make that happen. No problem.
Thank you.
All right, please make sure that you've dropped your follows for myself on my main and my backup. Make sure you're following Nemo. That's his main over here. But then I need you to go click through and then follow his. He's got multiple backups. You want to make sure that you're following all of those. Also, make sure that you're part of the Discord. Make sure that you're on the Discord. You can find that link in Nemo's bio. I'm very active over on the Discord as well. The live chat is great. Lots of great fun resources, et cetera, et cetera. Strongly recommend that you guys join up over there. Follow our friend Erica. This is her backup account. Make sure that you go click through and follow her main. That is private.
This underscore Erica.
Yeah, this underscore Erica, but it's private. But she'll accept you at some point after the fact. Do either of you guys have any last minute gifts or anything like that to read out? We got anything else?
I'm too
Nothing
busy
for me.
being a beautiful
Okay.
lady
Okay.
to notice things like that.
Okay, got it. Thank you again, Devil Doll over on the tube. Thank you there. Appreciate you, friend, for the gifts. Appreciate you guys watching over on the tube. And then I guess the only other thing is let's see where we're gonna go. Let's see who we've got. Who's on? Oh, I see Carbon is on. I see Dantrell is on, Nemo. Is he doing debates, or is that when he does like the music thing late night?
He might actually be doing debates. I know that sometimes he'll get on like crazy late and start. So yeah, let's rate him.
All right, let's do it. Will you pop his at in the chat?
Oh shit.
Wait, hold on. Actually, I can get it. I can get it on my other. Hold on, I can get it on my other account. I just didn't want to mess it up. Hold, please. There it is. I got it. So it's gonna be chill. Oh. If I was in the cursor there.
I just want to remind everyone, beautiful ladies can do things too. Okay.
Yeah, whatever you say, Erica. That's Dantrell's at. Let's head over there. Hopefully, if he's gonna do some debates, maybe you guys will see Nemo pop up over there. So give him the raid from us. But if not, also if some of you guys want to head over to Carbon. Head over to Carbon. You know, either way, like I said, if you want to, debates, etc., etc. He's doing music. Okay.
Oh well.
Well,
yeah.
All right. Well,
split between him and Carbon.
Yeah, go over there and pop in and listen to some music. Or head over to Carbon. You guys know what to do. Just tell them that we sent you and go spread the good word. Back tomorrow night, and fingers crossed we'll get a chance to try out the phone line and see what sorts of interesting folks we're gonna have a chance to talk to. It's gonna be real exciting, I'm sure. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.